All right, all right. Welcome in. Return of the Jedi. What a name. What a name. All right, we're about to get right into games. This is the quickest this lobby's ever filled. Wow, that's actually that's like a world record. That's like a channel record. I was like, as soon as I sent the message, I was like within 30 seconds it filled. Crazy, crazy. We're here though. Happy Friday. It was a good day earlier to watch some Olympic hockey and other events as well. You know, if you guys caught any of the games, I was able to watch just the USA hockey. Didn't catch the Canada game because it was during the game or during the day, like early in the day. So, but I heard that was a close one. So we have a Canada and USA gold medal match happening Sunday morning, which is crazy. 7 o'clock or something Central Time, 8 Eastern Time. It's like 2 o'clock in Italy or something, right? Because they're seven hours ahead, 6-7 hours. All right, let's get into it. So we're back with another Esports Tryouts sort of stream here. Anybody who's wanting to play can get in. Guys who are signed up will work towards their position. Other guys just trying to fill in can just fill and have a good time. But I do believe everybody here is signed up, so we'll see. I'm playing right wing here, so we'll see what. Oh my god, I'm lagging out like fucking crazy. Actually, hold up a second. And I think my game's starting to lag or glitch with the audio, which happens a little bit. So yeah, it's definitely the Elgato. So if you hear like a weird glitching fizzing sound, I don't mean for that to be the sound that you hear, but it's it'll go away within a few like minutes. So hopefully your ears won't get hurt by then. I could probably turn down. No, I am online because guys were able to join off me, right? So you won't be able to join off me if I was appearing offline. I was appearing offline earlier, I think, but when I got online, I was on, right? So see what happens here. Let's mix it up. Playing winger. We got some other guys obviously playing the other positions. It's a tough fight. See, yeah, there we go. The audio is now fixed. It should be, although it could still spiral out for like a second round. It's like a weird glitch. It's like with the Elgato, like it just start glitching out and then it'll like fix itself. So I don't know. Maybe it's just heating up or something, or it usually happens when I originally start like Streamlabs or something or whatever, some kind of program. Let's see if we can get some speed here through the neutral zone. That's what we need, honestly. The team is fully trapping. I'll go down low though. Good little rotation though from Green. Like to see that. Defense staying over the top. Try to calm this puck down. If we can quickly transition though, that's what we want to try to do. I'll take the middle lane. Back over to Teal. He jumps up again. I'll go around for him. Or he'll try to send it. I probably could have crashed there. It's all right. Got to warm up to the position. Haven't played wing really since the last time we played. Honestly, it was last week, right? So I feel like there's a lag or something. Maybe it's just a stream. I'm not used to it. Shot there. Almost had it. I'll be goal line for red. Back to the point. Maybe we'll throw it on for a shot. I think maybe tipped. I don't know if my stick actually connected with the puck. You can stay over the top there. Shot that got blocked. Goes wide. To the point it goes. They try to find a cut play, and he scored. Drewski was able to find it. Oh, wow. This team's elite. Okay. I gotta check what my ping is, bro. Because, like, I feel really slow. Really, really laggy. Go for a little cut play. Yellow takes it wide. Cut back for him. Bad pass to the point. Got a back check. Paycheck. All right, good try there. It's off a blue turnover. We don't like that. Find Green. I'm gonna stay. I got low ass stamina because that back check. Low ass stamina. We don't have it. McKinnon back up. They got wheels to the perimeter. Back for the cut play. Good conversion through the middle there. Shot that got blocked. Here we go. 2-on-1 potential with a broken stick in play. There it is. Can I make up for it? Score. There we go. And the game is tied. Game is tied. What's up, Viper? What we doing? 6-7. USA. All right. All right. So who do we think is going to take it, chat? USA or Canada? The women's already happened. USA was able to rally late and win in overtime there. Ooh, kind of getting killed there. Converge on them, quick up maybe. Oh, look at that bouncing puck. Back to the point. See if they find the middle. They try to force that. That's definitely what they're going to try to force. We'll play trap 1-1, right? See how we trap it up. To the outside, that's got to be me, but he's able to send it in deep. Should be no problem there if he can move the puck. There it is. I'm going to cut right down the middle. Maybe a good try there. A little board pen. He throws it around. It's all right. Able to send it back up to the left side. Stay over the top. Back check. Nice. Left cut middle. Red cut to the right. Backdoor shot. Scored again. Good pass, Red. So you see how that little switch, right? You kind of see where your forwards go and you take the lane that they don't take, right? I kind of almost got in the way of Green there. I wanted to pull up so he could drive more back post. I mean, it was open either way. Honestly, I would rather probably pull up a little bit further so that if there's just a little bit more space. I'm going to sauce this back door. Nope. I actually just try to get the shot on. Forecheck. Got hit there. McKinnon up to Drewski. Want two guys, though, on the same guy. Nice play. I think that was Red. Honestly, you got the stick on that. Cut to the middle. Pull up a little bit. Find Green wide. Back to me. Good try there. Going back post again, maybe. Teal jumps up. Good rotation if we can get it. Nice job there from Red. Playing defense. Over the top on that. Back door. Nice play defensively. Honestly, you guys are able to stop the plays right now. Uh-oh. Watch out. Back the other way. 2-on-1. Yeah, bad. That's a tough turnover. I don't know if that pass was initially trying to get to me straight, but it goes off the boards, so off a weird angle. Although I do like the rotations that you guys were having, right? I think Yellow stepped up off the transition. We just weren't able to get the puck up. But it's all right there. It's all right. Again, it's first period. I don't even really care, honestly, too much. First game, warm-up game. To the outside. I'm going to send it around for Green. See what he does with it. I'm going to back post. Send it up. Yep, there it is. Drive the net. All right, good period. I don't even care, honestly. 2-2 at the end of one. Saw, dude. How we doing? What's up, Jordan? Wait, how are you gold? Gold as in gold rank? Like, what do you mean by that question? I don't play sixes pubs that much, right? So I'm not really ranking up. Also home early for trials. Hell yeah, bro. It's fucking brutal. Nah, it's all good. Being next week, don't got my Xbox. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Again, that's why we try to do this, every week if we can. Once a week, right? Kind of give guys a chance to get in. Other guys, brand new guys to get in. I'm not really, if you can't make it, that's fine. I don't, and I don't expect you guys to make every single night. What I do actually want to do, I'll talk more through it at the end of this game into the, as we're loading up for the next one. Just kind of, again, I want to try to spice this up a bit. Might try to introduce something for next week. I was originally planning to do it this week, but I didn't really send a message out and really prep for it. I'd rather kind of prepare for it early if we can, so that, because I do want to set up I do want to start setting up some sixes again, like some sixes scrims between the, with the chat, if we can get the guys, but we kind of need the personnel in order to make that work. But we can still work around kind of what I want to do through pubs. It's just, it just takes a little bit to kind of figure out, But we'll see what guys are able to do and what they're able to make, and if we can get guys enough, to play. I'll go around. They're definitely closing that off. It's either I got to get there sooner, or we just got to like control it a little bit, wait for things to open up, because they are kind of just converging on us through some of the pass options, right? Good defense, right? Just play the middle. They're going to work it back. They may work opposite point. If not, though, ooh, yeah, nice stop there. We work back to the point now. If I can stop them from getting to the outside or cutting around me, I guess. See what they do. They find a cut play, tripping call. That's a good LT pivot from the guys. That's why it's such an effective move. It's tough to play, bro. It's like tough to play defense against. There's definitely like stick discipline that you have to have, right? That right there is kind of a tough poke check altogether. It's best to aim your poke checks more to the middle of the player, like to their inside, when you're trying to play that, and not try to like just jab the poke check out. See what they got. I'm playing left D, I guess, because that's where I was originally lined up. They don't have a 1T option on my side. If I can get this puck, got to get this puck out. Control, work it out, and I get hit. Get the F out of here, bro. Drewski, let's drop the mitts at the end of this one. Fucking Drewski throws it around. Yeah, there we go. Drew one. Work it around. Patience there. Let's go, Mantis. Let's crawl to the bench if you can. Crawl to the bench. Oh, nice, Green. I'm going all the way, actually. I'll work down low. I just didn't have the stamina, bro. I'm an LT wizard. Square up. Exactly, bro. That guy's got a square up. Yeah, it was him. Drewski. Guy who freaking labeled me in my ass in the corner goes and takes the penalty. Can I join? Yeah, you can. We'll rotate guys in every couple games. So if you're able to get in time, I guess we'll see how we're gonna do it. Oh my God. Close call there. Over the green. Oh, a touch pass. Just couldn't get it though. I kind of wanted that animation to be a little bit faster. Why did it have to like load up the pass? Just swing your stick and get it. Just swing it. Damn, that's not me. I can just swing it. Cut in, maybe work it wide. There's the shot. Back. Here's Green. Shot. Got blocked again. Couldn't 1T it though. Play though defensively there from Teal. Jumping it. We're gonna forecheck this. Maul. Try to get a hit on him. Up to the right. Nope, that's on me, bro. I feel like a little bit laggy, bro, but that's like not an excuse. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I can feel a slight delay in some of my movements. Got to be because of the stream, bro. This is why I don't stream events, you know, or anything like that. Feel way more comfortable when I'm offline, pretty much playing that stuff. We're not really offline, but offline the stream. You know, when I'm not live streaming. There's the cut. Nice. Good find. I find Red cutting down the middle. I'll try to cut down for him as well. Work it down low. See if we can get a little cycle going. Just getting mauled here. Right out in front. Red. Back to the point for a shot. Green scores. Off the... What? How the hell did that get to him? Damn. Damn, Gilmore. Right place at the right time. That shot. It was like a pass. What a pass, Yellow. It was good movement back to the point for a shot that gets through, right? So nice freaking play. I'm gonna work this right back to the defense. I'm cutting right. Ooh. Ah, damn it. I only cut back out because I initially thought that lane was closed. But they are like... You could tell they're like playing back to then try and jump the lane. Like they know what we're attempting. Nice defense. Yep, Yellow's able to... I kind of sued him. Yeah, so you see how they're playing back? Like they're waiting for that pass. So it's like that. If we could delay almost like that extra little bit of time, we may be able to open up some space. Good send. We're able to tie this game up. Should try doing twice a week. You have time for that? Well, I might be able to. It'll have to be one day during the week, right? We'll see. Yeah, you see, they're just playing trap. Ideally, we want to be able to have like a strong cut through the neutral zone. It's either I'm not opening up. Like I'm not getting back enough. I'm gonna forecheck that. I'm like already there. Yep, there we go. So you forecheck to send it, right? To send that pass into traffic. Hopefully, right? I forced the play into where our guys are. Look at this, bro. Look at their team. They got all Star Wars characters. And they got lightning. Like, I didn't even put that together. Freaking force lightning. That's freaking hilarious. I'm jumping up here. Yeah, see here, you could build more speed that way. Work it back to the point. Kind of risky play. I don't want to send that to them when they're kind of like... Let's see what we can get there. Shot. McKinnon back the other way. 3-on-1. Yellow, can he come up big? He does. Work it around for Green. Yellow can step back up. I guess I'll take left lane. Yeah, I can't pass, bro. Brewski on the left side off the post. Got to push to that point. Right there. There's the cut play. Missed it there. Yep, I gotta be able to play on that. We'll get back to the point. We're fine with that. Got to stay in the lane. There it is. There it is. Yep, not there. I'm blasting this around. No, Green. You got it, Green. See what we can do with it. Tough pass. Tough pass. I'll try to be a little outlet through the middle if we can. Cut back there. Going right back. Right back door. Almost had it. Can't get... Damn. I tried the rep. Probably could have just sent over to Green, honestly. Back here. Nice. Back to red. Good freaking stick. Blast it. Ooh, nice try. It's good puck movement. I mean, honestly, it's not bad, right? I mean, definitely moving the rock a little bit. Wish I could make it save. Oh, no, it's all good. I mean, first game on. I mean, kind of the plays that where goals are been kind of like right in front of your face, right? Like this is a tough stop right there, you know? When it comes to going up on offense breakout, how far do I need as a right wing to be up? Well, it's not a matter of how far up. It's a matter of like, first of all, it depends on the breakout that is being played, right? So if a team is forechecking and we're trying to quickly send the puck up, the idea is to try to, I guess, get up to speed rather quickly, as long as you have the space to the right side to do that. When you're resetting, you want to be in line with the other forwards, right? You kind of want to make like a straight horizontal line across all three forwards, so that when you're breaking up and you guys are skating up as one, you guys can cut through the neutral zone and you guys can basically meet each other at the blue line. All of you guys can have full, can get up to full speed, and nobody has to slow up to get into the zone. You know what I mean? And that's where defensemen can be, more confident with the puck through the neutral zone to then find those cut plays at the blue line. And that's only if they're trapping, right? If they're going to forecheck and we can send the puck up like this, like we're going to be able to quickly go back up. That's the ideal scenario there. Good try there. Whoa, why are we trying to fight, though? How's the night going? It's going all right. I mean, we just started. This is our first game on. Good game to watch so far. Yeah, it's going all right. 3-3. Pretty exciting. I'm working back to the point. Oh, it's kind of a risk, honestly. I'm like almost setting you guys up for failure sometimes. That's tough. I mean, I could have sent it down low, to be honest, right? Work it down low is probably better than trying to force it up top. I don't know if we would have had a better, if we were to be able to, like, if we had time to move it or anything, but it's all good, though. We could still trap, at least for now. I'd say around 10 minutes. We could try to, establish more of a forecheck. Another quick transition. There's the shot. That's a save. Oh my god, this game sucks, bro. The puck's just not going our way when it comes to, I don't know, being able to cover it up, I guess. That's just one of those tricky areas for goaltenders. I don't really know what to even say to it. Nice. Work it down low. I'm cutting right down the middle. There's a shot. Yeah, we're going to have to start pressing now. It's going to have to be at least 2 guys pressing. 3 guys back if we can. Good defense, though. Back check there from Green. Like to see that. Work it to the left. Going to cut back door. Good try, honestly. But then they'll have a nice quick transition back the other way. I gotta be able to get a fucking poke check on that, man. I'm there for it. Nice. It's good defense, honestly. I mean, getting a couple tough plays. Try to just work it. Quick up, if possible. I mean, they are back, right? So it's almost like we can't. Teals up. Yeah, they're just kind of holding that. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to press. Me and Green are gonna have to be more active on the forecheck here. At least get one of them guys down, and then hopefully you guys have enough time to you know, hold the coverage. Nice play though, Green. Trying to join the rush there. Oh my God, what a freaking play. Good patience from Green. Red cuts up the middle. They were all kind of converged on me, right? And then Red kind of sneaks up. Damn, 1 goal game. That's how you freaking hockey. Red driving, Green back to Red, almost at it. As I'm trying to pick up my teeth after taking a heavy hit. See, but if I had Warrior, I would have already been up. Obi-Wan Kenobi's got 20 goals for their club. Okay. Damn, bro. So that's what he did. He's a force ghost. He just decides to go and play Cho. It's not bad. Damn it. That's tough. I mean, it's honestly just basic rushes that they're getting. I mean, one of those tough things, right? Where it's like you kind of have to be able to play one-on-one defense. It's not easy, right? Because, like, you know, defense is so strict this year that we're going to have to send it. At least press a little bit. Trying to, like, leak a little bit early now. We can get up. Send it through. Kind of just a freaking blatant force. Back the other way. Max cutting in. Nice defense. Green. Or yellow, I mean. I don't know how that puck went through him. I think it's just because it's a full power pass. And we're like point blank on him. Trying to support through the middle. I'm going to try to delay as much as I can. Nice pass. Back to the point. Kind of forecheck if we can. Yellow jumps up. Yep, gotta be quick. There's a blast. Nice take. Off the post. Good setup. That's the benefit of running sniper. Forecheck. Yeah, we need 2 guys forechecking. Gotta be like basically me and Green if we're like kind of the first guys. If we're in a rotation, your Red could press, and then one of us could back him. Nice defense. We're driving. Out in front. Good try. I mean, this is one of that. It's a good game. I would say that's a good first game. Honestly, I mean, again, it's tough. Some of the goals that went in, but some of them were kind of just, you know, basic counterattack rushes, right? This is I mean, elite team, right? You can tell they have chemistry. Although, to be honest with you, you know, rank really doesn't mean much, and you could tell, like, this is definitely the fact that we were only down by 2 goals, right? I mean, doesn't really say much, but yeah. It was, see the ping, I don't know. It just spiked. I think in the beginning, I don't know if I was getting higher ping or something. It just felt weird to me. But yeah, that's right. How are you gold? Is this an alt? What do you mean? How are you gold? As in, like, people are surprised that I'm not like Elite 1. The reason I'm not Elite 1 is because I don't play pubs other than when I'm on stream here. That's the only time I'm playing pubs. If I'm playing in League, right, I'm playing private matches, so they don't count as real clubs. Is this an alt? That's the second question I've had of that. Wait, like the first one was, wait, how are you gold? I'm gold because I don't play pubs, you know? Like, all I do, if you play drafts, elos, right? Or you're playing league games, right? They're all private matches, right? So, I'm not going to get a high rank in sixes. Now, in threes, unless I'm just simply not playing threes, I would expect myself to be Elite 1 in that. If I'm playing a lot. The last threes match I played was like last season. I don't even know, right? So here we go again. So see, the reason these games are a little bit tougher, first of all, is because they have the ability to use any build, while we have to stay, which I actually really didn't double check, but it looks like everybody is a good legal build, right? We have to stay within the competitive builds. We cannot use just anything, right? So they could use wheels, they could use elite traits, they could use all the banned traits that you would not be able to use in league, right? That already puts us at a disadvantage. But that kind of sets us up, you know, if we're able to play against teams like that where they have that build advantage, possibly chemistry advantage as well, right? And we're still able to come up on top, or at least make it competitive. That's what ideally what we want to be able to do. But yeah, rank really doesn't mean anything, bro. Like, yeah. Rank does not mean anything. And plus, see, you could tell a person that doesn't play in league, or at least doesn't play it, like, seriously competitive, when they ask questions like that. Because you know that they don't play anything other than pubs. Or maybe drop-ins or something like that. Like, you'll see that side. It's like, I see the Chell community split, where one side is competitive, what I would call the competitive side of Chell, which is, you know, sixes league, you know, drafts, elos, league games, LG, esports, all that kind of stuff, right? The competitive side of Chell, where everybody's only using the builds that you can use, right? And then you've got the other side where it's they use anything, right? Like hipster, and get me with a hipster check. Or truculence, or max wheels, or whatever the hell, right? And all that kind of stuff. And they're just playing pubs, and they're like, you know, #1 ranked team in freaking pubs. See, we got the nice cut. Gotta find the cut play there. Back door, there's a shot. Watch, try to wrap it on him. I feel like I had it. Probably had that pass over to Red, too, in the middle. He was there. We'll get this puck. He backs off a little bit. Nope, he got beat there. He got beat. Oh, nice. And he fucking tripped me, but he was already down. That's why it's not a freaking penalty. I could have just taken a shot. Probably should have. There's the shot, though. Save. Virgo. And, of course, they're going to dunk, right? This is a risky play, but we got it. Cut up the middle. Green's got it. I'm going to go back door for him. Shot. Oh, did I actually get a stick on that? I'm going to press a little bit from here. I'm already there. Now I'm going to back off. So I actually get a chance to get, you know, play a little bit of winger, right? Which I don't really play much of. Nice cut play by them. Back door. What a save by Mantis. Now I'm one-on-one. Did I find Green? Ah, I couldn't find him. I think a little bit of a low finesse sauce would be nice. Can I get a quick play? Yep, up to Red. He had to slow up a little bit, but was able to get by. There it is. There. I'm taking a shot. Ah, tough there. Give me that puck. We're going for it. LT again. Ooh, I tried it. It kind of allows me to work on more of those LT pivot plays, right? I don't really play much on the offensive side of the game to actually be able to perfect those types of moves that other people have actually mastered. Teal. Damn. See, what I am liking, first of all, is how aggressive the defensemen are right now, right? So you could tell, like, Teal, whenever he has a chance to go up, he does, right? Not only that, we actually have the rotation from the forwards to cover for that defenseman jumping. That's, like, perfectly how you want to be able to play, right? That's something where when you have that, nice. And he's also just, oh, yeah, I had it. See where I can go here. So I'm going to cut right down the middle. Shot, rebound. How did he make that save? Good try. Yeah, we can definitely pressure, though, right? In the cases where we have full pressure, we can definitely go for the pucks, because I feel like we do get the bounces. There we go. Green scores. It's all because we're able to pressure, right? So you could send 2, even 3 guys. I would even say that with full pressure, we should be able to send 3. Like, one guy could play near the middle, but closer to any outlet option that you're trying to go to. 2 guys can hard press. That's ideally, like, if it's full pressure, right? Because even if they do get it out on, like, a 3-on-2, they're not going to have enough speed to get by the 2 defensemen, right? And eventually they're going to have to slow down, and that will allow us to get up the ice, right? Or to get back, I mean. There it is. They just let it... Ooh, almost let it open. Over to green. Backdoor, maybe? There's a shot. Good try there. And I like how we're using the defense, too, right? Like, being able to get the defenseman involved in the offensive zone is key, right? What's good? What's good? How we doing, guys? In the chat. Here, yeah, we're just going to back off, right? We're up 1-0. Let's just go play traps. I'm going to be covering boards on this play. All right, we do want to have a little bit more cover on the boards for those outside entries. And get this puck. Find the middle or across all the way over to green. Why not? You see, again, you got both defensemen involved. I'm going to cover yellow, at least for this temporary rush. Now I'm going to press a little bit. Get our guys back involved. One guy goes back, the other guy goes up, right? Type play. See if I can find... I try to find Teal. But we shouldn't be... Yep, we got that. Back to the point. Got enough time. I'm taking 5 years to get up because I think that was hipster or trucking. So I don't know what the hell hit me. Nice freaking fine shot. Rebound. Wow, this goalie's dialed. This goalie's dialed. We could at least... We could be up... Wow, 12 shots in the first period. Damn. Nice stick. Nice stick. I freaking love that. That's a really good defensive play, right? Hold your stick that to the inside. You just kind of let the guy come to you, right? That's a good job there from Teal. Damn. Good freaking first period. I mean, 1 goal. It could easily be 4. Backhand beauty. Damn. Hack Pack is cooking. All right, so this would be the second game, right? So if there's anybody on standby, just get ready because the next game, right? We'll be getting some fresh guys. Anybody who has not gone in yet can join in. So if you're in the live stream or if you're in the Discord, right, you can kind of get yourself ready. Because again, it'll be first come, first serve. Whoever joins can pick whatever spot they want. If you don't have me added, just add me on EA. I'll accept any friend request. And then we can get you guys in. I'll play wherever you guys don't pick. All right? Even if that's goalie or left wing, don't matter. But yeah, good first period. 12 shots, 4 minutes time of attack. I mean, we're definitely getting a lot of shots on. We're also playing on Central. I could definitely feel the difference. But yeah, somebody signed this Tendy. Well, yeah, I don't know. Their goalie's freaking insane right now, to be honest. But you know, Mantis has made a couple good saves as well. Let's not discredit or forget that, right? 12 shots though. That's actually crazy. Nice. Going right back door. Maybe down low. There it is. Now for red. Oh, I tried to find green with the cut. Back check, pay check. Ah, I couldn't get there. I was trying to jump that route. Got a back check. Or support from the top down, quick up. There we go. There it is. We got it. We got it. Green. Shot. Ooh, rebound, rebound. Oh, it's scrambled in front. There it is. Ah, I'm trying to move it, trying to move it. Give me the freaking puck. What, did I just send that guy down? Oh, damn. Tough there. I tried to, when I turned back from behind the net, I tried to hit green on the left side, and my guy just gets hit. I hate this the most, is when you're trying to pass, and as you let go of the trigger, your guy gets hit, and then he can't pass for some reason. Like, there'll be times where you take a hit and can then still pass. And there's other times where you're trying to pass and you just can't. Nice. Wow. Nah, this goalie's on something else, bro. Again, see, it's that I'm trying to pass, and then I get hit by hipster. Like, I had time to pass, but, like, I just somehow wasn't able to get it off. Nice for in. Yellow's up. So I'm back for him, right? We already had 2 other forwards in the play as well. Cover, yep, to the right side, and we got it. So good friggin' rotation. Like, that's key, right, to sustaining pressure and having a good quick transition. That's what you want to see, bro. This is what you want to see. That is what you want to see. Playing with viewers, yes. Played against you on optional. Wouldn't mind running a game sometime. Yeah, it's been a while since I've ran with optional, to be honest. Was that in the 3s game? Or was that in 6s? I think we have played a few 6s this year as well. Up to the right side. Get by the 1. Damn it. Couldn't get it. But yellow is up. Across. Damn, what a dive. Damn, it's crazy, bro. Like, we've had really good chances. Cross for Teal. Back in front with the wrap. Yep, there it is around. Ooh, move it. Damn it. Fucking moving in time. Cross, though. I hit the wrong guy. No pound. Love to see it. Oh, my God. Good hit. And you de-sticked them. Get around. I definitely had enough time to do something more with it. Fuck me, man. Like, those are chances where, like, I've got to be able to find a high percentage play there. And I, like, went to the outside, and that cut off the timing of everything. And then the guys were able to backtrack. And I take a hit. And I'm probably injured. Like, that's the offensive side of the game where, especially a winger, right? We've got to be able to capitalize on all, like, good high percentage chances when they come. If we're not able to do that, that just slows the team down a bit. Green scores. There we go. But we got old reliable Green to be able to score that, you know? Got a more of a, you know, defenseman, center. I haven't played much center this year. Been a little bit since I've really touched the offensive side of the game. Nice. Yep, it's not there. I'll try to be more in line with you guys, although I am having to slow down a bit, which is fine. Cut right down the middle. Try to find Green. There's a shot. Rebound scored. Red. The right place at the right time. Would have been 3s last year, I think. Recognize your name in the lobby. Oh, nice. 2 right there on standby. Get that Tenny to Toronto. Yeah. No, get that Tenny to Chicago, bro. Like, why not? I mean, let me go for a hip check, right? Like, I don't need hipster to get that. Who the hell needs hipster, bro? All I need is hip check, you know? Damn, I gotta be able to support on that. We're getting back to the point. So here we're gonna have to give up the point a little bit because we don't have the stamina to waste. They'll be able to get that. Though they don't have anything else nice. See if they go and pressure me. I'm literally just gonna send this in deep. Don't have the stamina, the rush, recover, play trap. Let's see how we play trap a little bit. Nice cut. See, that's why we do trap. Now, quick transition off it. Good shot scored. And it goes through. The goalie was hot in the beginning. Now you get a few pucks through him. All of a sudden, gaps open up. Love to see that 4-0. Yeah, it's funny how, like, I mean, I would say, you know, the team we're facing is not as good as the first game. Although they're damn near close. Nice. There we go. But you see, like, from the first game to the second, you warm up in the first, you play in the second. You know, there's a lot of things there. See how we do trap. Nice. Yep. Quick transition. Damn, now they got a chance for it. Back the other way. We should be fine. Nice. It'll be like a little outlet. A little give and go, maybe. The cut to the strong side. Good try there. Forecheck if I can. 7 seconds. Should be icing. We'll have a chance for a face-off play. You know, if we were to develop chemistry, there would be some plays that we could draw up off the face-off in the offensive zone, depending on the handedness of the players. So if we have a left-handed or right-handed player, you know, we could look for specific plays depending on which side we're taking a draw. All right, so we can go for like 1-Ts or specific kind of tic-tac-toe plays. There was a play that I got beat a couple times by the same team in caps this week. It was like a face-off play. I actually forget exactly how they set it up. They work it back to the defenseman. The center will cut to the middle to like the slot, and then he'll feed the wide 1T to the left side where I was, and I was drawn to the middle because of that cut, and it opened up the freaking winger to the far side. So it was a nice tic-tac. It was a very quick tic-tac-toe play. Off the draw, they find that cut, and they freaking send that pass across, and it was like, damn, bro. I saw it the second time, and I was already initiating a poke check, and I freaking got beat again. Happened twice. It was like perfect off the. They did it on a power play, and then they did it on a 5-on-5. It's fucking ridiculous. Never mind, he's warming up on the bench because that goalie that the tennis rattled. Yeah. 1% packet loss. See, it's definitely because I'm live streaming, bro. It's freaking weird. But I mean, I'm fine with it now. Like, it seems like I've been able to adjust at least a little bit. All right, third period. Anybody who's wanting to get on standby, right? We'll see. Yeah, we'll be able to get you guys in. Also, anybody who's trying to, like, this is kind of an esports tryout stream slash community live stream, so anybody can get in. You don't have to be trying out, but if you're trying to try out and your name is not in the Esports Tryouts channel in our Discord, be sure that your info is there so I know to add you. We got a potential one-timer here. I feel like we can definitely ding some of those one-timers, right? You know, just to kind of catch them, see if the goalie can stay honest. Even get that through the middle. Here we go. LT. Oh! Scored. I tried to go around, like spin around, and my guy bitch ass went to the back into the goaltender. But nice though. Nice though for Green to pick it up. Put me in, coach. Yeah, you see that? If I had it easy, if I were able to turn off to the right, I would have been able to do a nice easy backhand. The goalie freaking darted all the way out. If we could play a little bit. Ooh, give me that poke check. Give me that poke check. See, trap it up. We got a cut play. Yep, they're gonna try to find that. Yeah, see, this is why we try trap it up. Up now for yellow. I love that yellow, like, is again, like, both defensemen, neither one of them are hesitant to go up. Am I still picking up my teeth? I'm just coming in late. Here comes. Oh, penalty. How the hell is that not? I'm gonna cut. Nice shot. Looking for a quick release. Poke check. Damn. Good plays though. Again, there's like better things that I could do there. I mean, there's nothing wrong just taking a shot, right? But I feel like if I had a little bit more time, patience with the puck, I mean, maybe been able to either maybe cut across or something. I don't know. You can get So yeah, full pressure. They're not gonna be able to create much. I'm not gonna press. They're already back. The trap defense, I got to play to the right boards, and then yep, quick up. There's the rotation. LT. I'm trying to too much. I don't even have to do it in that time. Get up, dog. Holy crap. Yeah, it's definitely. I don't know if that was that hipster again. Was that truck? I don't even know. Good defense. Here we go. Here we go again. I'm going for it. Nope. I tried to pass over to Green off the turn, but my guy had to turn around again for it, which is weird. Field jumps up. Green, instant rotation, but we're still caught. Probably because of tough. Probably because I think we were low stamina. That's the only issue there, right? See, the good thing about the rotations is that you can keep the green bar of those players going up, right? But if we're not able to rotate cleanly back, right? If the pucks are already kind of going back, if we have a forward that's sort of, you know, low stamina, trying to play back, it's a bit tough. I'm gonna blast that guy. Get out of here with that. I'm gonna hold that freaking blue line. Here we go. Yep. Oh my God, left side fucking wide open. See, this is why I'm not. See, anytime I can't score, I have the excuse of saying I'm a defenseman. It's not my job to score, right? because I don't play forward like that. If I'm a winger though, that's like if you're trying to try out for like main division, that's like you're like cut. You know what I mean? Like nobody even looks your way again. You gotta be kidding me. He's to the left side. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that strict, right? But it's just like an expectation that those are routine goals. You know, like you don't miss those chances. So it's like playing defense on like a 2-on-1 or a 1-on-1 and you make a perfect defensive play every time. It's sometimes expected. If you're going to play at a high level, you got to be able to make those. It's not, I mean, 2-on-1 is not really like routine, right? But there's some defensive plays that are simply routine. If you can't make them consistently, you're cut. I mean, that's just how it is at a high level, right? Same thing from an offensive standpoint. Forwards can't score a certain goal when it's wide open like that. You're going to wind up seeing it being cut. That's just how the game is played. This right winger stinks. Yeah, man. I mean, he's got to be able to start tucking these pucks, right? They're wide open. Give me that poke check, though. Give me the oh! I tried it, though. A freaking Superman? That would have been insane. Oh, shit. I was going to try to immediately pass it right back to Green. See what we got, though. Nice shot. Rebound. All right. Here. All right. That's actually insane. See, we got it. I'm going to cut. Back door. There it is. Off the post. It's only that. Your high energy is fucked tonight? Yeah, I don't know. Some days I have it, some days I don't. Weird as hell. Some days I have it, some days I don't. But like when it's here, it's here. You know what I mean? I'm not complaining. Although last night, you got to be. I gotta be honest. When I was playing Caps, I had almost no energy. I mean, I didn't have like zero energy, but it was like I wasn't necessarily speaking. I was fucking dialed. But still came up a little bit short though. We're going for it. I'm going up and over, bitch. Oh, I thought he. Damn, bro. You gotta be kidding me. Here comes Gilmore. I'm going with a saucer pass over. To... Oh my god, look at my stick. My freaking stick's got more hops than me. Go yellow. Nice. Over to red. Over to teal. Green. Over to red. Back to yellow. I'm playing the middle. Just kind of playing middle. There's the green. What? It goes off his blocker into his glove perfectly. And it says dialed in. As if he didn't give up 6 goals in the game. Although 35 shots is insane. He actually played a solid game, for being honest with you. 6 goals with 35 shots. I don't think I've been a part of a team that's been able to shoot that many times. Right wing needs to bury the puck. Yeah, I mean, yeah. No, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think I only have 1 goal, right? And it was wide open. I had potentially 2, 3, 4 other opportunities. Yeah, see, this is why, like, what do you mean hack is trolling? I don't know why. Like, what is going on? I like look at the Discord and that's the message I see. Hack is trolling. I mean, 6-1. 6-1. Did we not go for like a little bit of a troll? There it is. There it is. Bang. Wide open. See, now for me, I would have went 10 feet wide to the right, you know, because that's just how I am. Even with sniper, 99 accuracy, I'll still shoot it wide somehow. I'll like hit the post and go wide. Boys playing awesome, setting up D to wing one time. Yeah, bro, it's a really good group right now. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god. And then you see how everybody's throwing dimes, right? To people's blades, and then I throw a sauce in between green and teal. Couldn't even hit it. Where was that pass going? I'm fucking ass at the game. Probably like, see, I don't know how like serious you guys take these games. To me, I'm like, you know, sometimes I'm just like half there. you know? And really, I gotta like step it up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, if you look at this last sequence, there was only 2 missed passes, I think. They're both by the same player. Like, face-off win across, all right. Red, perfect pass, like perfect setup. And then I go in between both players. And then, all right, perfect pass, all right. That one was, you know, a good try, but it still goes back. All right, and then here I am. Let's see. Wide ass open. Where was that going? Oh, he's going to yellow. Why though? I barely tapped the freaking trigger. That should be going to the closest player, right? Like that's what the whole point of the pass assist. If you hold the trigger down, it'll go to the furthest player. If you barely tap it should be going to the closest guy. I'm aiming to red and it goes, oh yeah, you want to go to yellow. Like, oh, okay. Oh yeah, everybody was a friggin' hockey player there, you know? Hack needs a soccer net to score. Yeah, I mean... you're kind of not wrong. Although, I mean, I did score. Let's not, you know... How many goals did I score in the first game? I think I had 3, right? Or no, I don't think I did. Did I? What was the score of the first game? I don't even remember. I know I had only 1 goal in the second... Or in the second game. All right, so this is a brand new you know, lobby here now. We've got some guys waiting. So I've seen okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back out completely. Right now, you guys who just played can eventually come back in, but it's just we're trying to get a few you know, some new guys each you know, set. Right, so we have 2 games with the first set. Now we're in the second set. Anybody can join who hasn't played. We'll wait. Anybody who just played could still come in if we have a spot open. But we're trying to get a new set of guys. But that was good with the group there. Anybody, if you guys are signed up for esports, all you guys will be given a point for tonight. So you guys don't technically have to play again tonight. You can only get 1 point per night. The max amount is 1 point. The least amount that you can get is a half point, just based on the performance or what happens. There is a little bit of an expectation in terms of you know, being able to perform to a certain, you know, standard, right? If you're trying to play esports, I want to be able to see you guys do the simple things right. Everybody was able to do that and beyond in the first set of games, right? So great to see from everybody there. If your names are not in the on the leaderboard, I'll be able to get you guys in there if you guys are signed up. So make sure you guys are signed up in the Esports Tryouts channel. Gamer tag the position you're trying to try out for, right? So I know what you're trying out for. If you have multiple positions, you could put that down, but you could only progress and get points for 1 position. So I would advise you to just pick one, your best position, and stick with that. You can make a switch, but any points that you've accumulated up to this point will not progress to that second, or when you make that switch. If you go from center to right D or something like that, you won't be able to transfer those points over. You'll have to start back at 0. The way, again, the point system is kind of just based off your commitment, the availability, the skill level. It's kind of what I've already put in that channel. The guys who have played have accumulated the points up to this point. Now, what I want to do eventually... Now, again, only put your name in once. Don't always put it in there. If your name is already in the tryouts channel, don't put it in a second time. I'll be able to look through it all. But if you have your name up there like 5-6 times, you know, that's like 5-6 times too many, right? You can update the one, right? If you have a position you want to change, right? Just make sure you DM me that, hey, I'm trying to change from this position to whatever, right? But if your name is already there and you're trying to make a change, just edit the message that you have in there. Don't like re-put it in, you know? And then if you have extra messages, just delete the ones that you have already there. Like you could be the first name there, right? I'll be able to see that you're there. You know, as long as your name is there, then you're basically fine. But don't keep trying to like put it in. You know what I mean? Because I've already seen, you know, if your name's already there, it's already there. I don't need to see it again. But basically what I wanted to do, kind of next week if we can get the personnel, if we can get 12 guys. What I want to try to do, especially for esports guys specific, right? Guys that are trying out. Kind of want to set up a little bit. I don't know what to call it, but kind of like a it's basically like a versus, like a hack pack kind of gauntlet type thing, right? Where you have a chance to steal points from players that are on the leaderboard. So if you are facing off against a guy across from you that is, you guys are both on the leaderboard, you guys could steal the points of that opposing player. I don't know how I want to do it yet first, right? It's not going to be based off, you know, stats 100%. It could just be based off just simple plays that you're doing better than that guy across from you. But if you could steal points off the board, and this should be more live updates to the leaderboard. I'm not going to do it after the stream. Each game, I will decide and change those points live while we're playing. You know, while each game is concluded, to update, and you guys will be able to see exactly where you stand after each game. What's up, Skillsy? What's your disc? Or okay, never mind. Still available. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, if again, we're kind of using the, you know, I'm kind of not really using the voice chats right now. I guess it's kind of just whoever's getting in can get in. That's brand new. So yeah, whoever wants to join in can join in. So if Deke, you want to get in, you can get in. Actually, wait, yeah, right D? Okay, no, yeah. So right D's open. I'll play goalie. I'm literally fine with that. I actually wanted to go into I wanted to change. Wait, can I change the settings now? Because I believe my shit's reset. I think I got tethered on again. I was gonna do that prior to the stream start, and I kind of forgot. Heck, let me know if you need me to G. All right. Two right D's waiting in the lobby. Yeah, one of you guys could join. One of you guys can join. Well, I mean, hang on. Wait. So, man, I'm gonna get. Yeah, let me get one of the other right D's to play. So one of you guys can play. So D, you can join off me if you're live here now, if you're in here. Which honestly, you should be in here, right? Like here's the thing. I'm not gonna wait for you guys to join. You guys just simply join. I don't even care. If I tell you to then back out, I'll tell you to back out. But I want guys to just get in here. Like, you don't have to ask for permission to get in. Just get in. If I tell you to leave, then leave, right? Like, that's a whole nother conversation. But it's still, like, just get in, right? Like, because here's the deal. Like, there's guys that sometimes DM me while I'm live. Hey, get me in for this next set. But it's like, I'm not reading the DMs really. And even if I did, I'm not going to remember it for when I'm after, you know, when guys are already kind of asking, can I play? Can I play? You know, it's like, I'm just kind of, hey, just join. Just fucking join, right? I don't even care. You know, so you don't have to wait for, like, get in, you know, just get in. If you know, if you're ready, just get right in. That's why I tell you to add me so you can join off me real quick. Yeah, I mean, I guess let me send a message to this guy. You guys should be here. Oh, never mind. Somebody else took it. I don't know if is he signed up for right D or left D. I mean, ideally, it don't necessarily matter for defense specific. You could still, I guess, accumulate points to that one position. Like, that's the one spot that I'll say you could. Yeah, I think because I think he's a left D signed up for. Or is he? No, he's not. Never mind. No, that's somebody else that I'm thinking of. Okay, well, whatever. If he's not on the board, he'll be there. All right. I had a question. How do you intercept 2-on-1 passes in a slot? A lot of it that I do is just kind of based off of fake. So what I'll do is, well, first of all, it depends on how you line yourself up. So I'm not always backskating. kind of like, well, first of all, 2-on-1s, you typically want to try and stop as early as possible. If you can't, and you have to almost go all the way to the goal line, then you're kind of playing with fire. It could bounce off you and in. It could just go right through you. There's a lot of room for error the closer you are to your net. To be honest, the best I always do it is try to apply a fake. So towards the puck carrier, I'll try to initiate a sort of play where I'm going towards him, and then I'll pull away halfway. You never want to try to leave the opposing guy, like the guy across, wide open, right? Because he could just send that puck to him. And depending on your route, when you are skating, you could actually pull yourself further away from that pass. So if you cannot do that, then you don't really want to apply a fake. And sometimes you just want to cover the cross. And the closer you are, the better chance you have. Like, you want to be closer to his blade, the blade of his stick. Not necessarily in the passing lane. With your stick, I guess. Like, you can use your stick to intercept it if you're there. But sometimes you literally want to get your entire body in front of his face to, like, literally stop him from shooting altogether. If he can't shoot, right, he can't score. You know what I mean? So sometimes I'll use my skates if I can get super close to him, put my back right to his front side. He's not going to be able to shoot through me. But it can still go through you. Like, it can still hit you and in. So we'll see what happens. So told me I was getting a point last week and I only got a half point. Oh, did I? Did I say that? I don't know. Okay, for me, it's kind of like if I do these points after, then I don't know. Sometimes if maybe I didn't like what I saw later on or something, or early on, I don't know. But if you're given a half point, then that kind of means I expect a little bit more from you, I guess. But in this case, I definitely saw a lot from you this time around. I don't know. Yeah, in terms of marking the receiver, like, you want to be... Sometimes you want to put your entire body in front... Yeah, I got fucking tether back on. I got to just remind myself to friggin' do it every time. Like, I got to change my settings prior to the stream. So I'm, like, ready to go in case I play it. But yeah, if I told you that, then I'll fix it, I guess, right? Again, if anybody has concerns with the points that they get, or if they don't get any points, then you got to let me know so that I can either explain to you why I made that choice, or if it is an actual general mistake, I can then fix it. But let me see how I do with this tethered and auto hug posts and all that kind of bullshit I have on. Now let's see. We got a new group here. Different set of guys, but I believe I've played with almost all these guys before, right? I think besides the right D, I think he's a guy that signed up early on, but has never really been able to get in. Or he got on early on, but in terms of these recent weeks, I haven't seen him. Now we'll take a look. See what happens. That first group was good. See if we can carry that momentum in here with the second group. And again, I'm kind of just looking for simple plays. You don't have to be a hero. You don't have to be getting a guy that's puck hogs trying to score goals. I'm not necessarily caring if you can score goals, but in terms of being able to set up plays and also, sometimes errors for you to succeed. If you're just a general puck hog trying to get in and score and get all these points, that may not, you may be also making crucial mistakes elsewhere as well, which will show up, right? So if you can make the simple plays and sometimes the tougher plays, right? That's also what I'm trying to look for as well. And I also get a chance to work on my goaltender, right? Because this is one of the areas where I play the least, right? But I'm also trying to figure out what makes it so difficult to play. Because when I'm playing defenseman, I feel like I can play defense pretty well for a goaltender. But then there's times where shots somehow leak through a goaltender. And I need to know areas that I need to sometimes play a little bit tighter too, right? Because I do think there are certain areas where goaltenders can just simply not make saves. Like, there are just certain times goals just go, or pucks go right through them. And it's like, well, I got to fix... Nope, I'm going for that, baby. Icing. Would have been. But nice high point freaking grab there from their player to keep the play going. For us, actually. Crazy play. But that would have been a straight icing. Good stick there. Shot. Okay, I'm going to challenge that. I also got to figure out in terms of if I can, you know, perfect my goaltender skills, then I can evaluate goaltenders a little bit better as well. Because there are times... Nice play. LT to the outside. Drives it when the space is there. Able to tell the end. Oh, you're proud of me, coach? I was C last game. It's funny because I almost thought you were the other Noah, the Noah that's currently playing, but you guys are both Noah. But so that's all right. But yeah, you played freaking great, man. You guys almost had like similar playing styles too, I feel like. But yeah, if you guys are signed up for those positions, you guys will all get a full point. If I do not give you a point, then just DM me so I know. Because sometimes I can make a mistake. I'll actually fix the points when I get a chance for that one guy. I almost thought he was me too. Yeah, I know, right? It was like weird. I'm like, wait a second, that's not him. And then I thought it was. Because initially I'm like, wait, did he change his name? And then it's like, no, he didn't. Yeah, that wasn't even him. Holy frick. Can you create a general Discord forever is in game? Can you create a general Discord? What do you mean by that? And yeah, I don't know if guys are trying to join but can't. I mean, there's not really much I could do about it, right? Like if it's just not on your side, like you can let me know that you're trying to join and it's just not letting you. Maybe the game is just being AIDS or something, you know? And sometimes like maybe just reset your game or just be like prepared for the next set. If you want to let me know for that, then now, you know, tell me that, hey, you've attempted to play, right? Oh my god, I almost freaking... Why is the animation so weird, though? Like, get the puck, and it takes, like, a whole second just to get the pass off. Just swing your stick, goaltender. Like, damn. See what he does. Nice defense. You guys are keeping him to the outside. They got nothing through the middle. Damn, good play. Great save by the goaltender. Good setup there. Take a shot. Ooh, nice try. Tristan Jarry over here. No, if I was Tristan Jarry, I would have turned the fucking puck over. That was, I don't know. I don't know who actually plays the net pretty well. Like, who is one of the goalies that actually plays out of his crease or like handles the puck the best? I really don't know. I was left wing. We were. Yeah, oh yeah. You guys were clicking. I mean, that whole left side was locked down. Right side was good. I mean, I liked everything. All parts of it. Again, that first game, you could say for warm-up game, if we play that team again, I feel like we'd be a lot better. It's one of those things where it's like you can quickly adjust to your teammates. Like for them, they're an elite team. If you think about it, that first game, they're an elite team. That tells you, first of all, you don't just randomly, you know, match up with guys that are Elite 1, right? Obviously, those are an organized group. These guys have chemistry, right? So we were able to stand at least toe-to-toe to a certain degree, right? It was one goal game up to that last minute or so, whatever it was. I feel like we played quite well, and that was first game on. We all kind of brand new playing together. I mean, I feel like we adjusted quite well, and then especially in that second game. But like that's, you know, stuff that you want to see. Now you add a month or two with that same lineup. I'm just kind of spitballing, right? If we had that same lineup, imagine where we would be. I mean, it would be almost a night and day difference from that, I feel like. Because we would be able to set up certain plays, certain things that we want to see, right? Like all that kind of stuff, right? Shot short side, green, working back down low for red. Shot, again, short side save. I would have probably let at least one or two of those in. Not gonna lie. Oh, I didn't even fucking change the fucking... Oh, man, I totally forgot about it. Maybe I'll just play with it on. See, I'm over here talking about other shit, and I'm not even concentrating on what I was doing. I should have turned it off. Dustin Wolf. Bennett was good today. Tristan Jarry really hasn't made any play or any mistakes since that playoff game. Us Penguin fans didn't really notice it until Stuart Skinner became the goaltender. Yeah, what kind of a trade was that? That to me was surprising. I don't know why the hell that was made. Oh, damn. It pucks out. So wait, who took the penalty? Green shot. Man, I'm like lucky to make that save. Also, chat, how does my mic sound? I feel like when I was going through some of the videos, some of the VODs, sometimes my mic would like almost cut out at times. Like if I'm not speaking with certain emphasis or volume, kind of speaking softly would like cut out at times. Does it sound better? I try to fix that because to me it seemed like, yeah, I was just like cutting out at times. I'm like, well, that shouldn't be happening. I've been having some mic problems oh my god, a few times throughout. I feel like, I don't know. See that trap shot? Give me that save. I'm gonna throw it out. I'm a fucking risky goaltender like that. Yellow's got it now for red, up to blue, left, right side, shot on, nothing wrong there. Green controlling, red a shot off the side. Forecheck there, pressuring, quick transition back the other way. We're able to match them. They had a cut play. They got a guy potentially backdoor. I mean, look at where my guy's going, dude. I gotta turn tethered off, bro. I gotta freaking remember that. Somebody like scream in the chat, like all caps, near like the end of the period if you can for me. Tell me to turn off tethered so that I know. You need to do this now. Like actually, Johnson should be. Damn. Give me that shot. Give me that save. See there, I feel like I can play like big, right? Like ideally, you want to go to the edge of the crease on some of those shots. I feel like I see a lot of goaltenders, they just want to stay deep in their crease. And I feel like that's an opportunity where it would go through you. I got to face like a really good team. Like if I get enough reps at goaltender, I really need to see like a really good fucking opposing team to see like the cut plays and the short side, like all the glitch areas that they try to score from, right? And see if I can find ways to stop it. Because again, like goalies, like there are certain goalies that could be super locked down and can make those saves. But then there's like other guys where it's like, okay, well, you were there, but somehow it leaked through you. And it's easy to pass off and be like, well, the game just sucks. But I do think there's a skill gap to it. Like obviously there is, right? If certain goalies can make those saves, then it's got to be something that the goalie is doing. Even though they're there, right? Like they could be there better almost. Make themselves bigger or do something better to get a better animation. It's not just the game sucks, right? Can't be. It's the same thing with defense, right? I look at myself in critical areas. Am I able to make this defensive play, right? And I gotta say, nice drive to the net there. If I gotta say, man, when I'm playing when I'm playing defense this year, even though people complain defense was an issue, there's not too many times where I'm going, well, the game screwed me. I'm looking at myself going, I could have played that better. And I absolutely could have, right? So this whole sort of complaint going around about defense being super tough to play, it is a skill gap that can be played around. If you're not able to play successful defense and you think the game is screwing you, the game has been screwing you for years. Yeah, I would say that defense is not as powerful as offense, right? But there are ways around it. If you are that player, if you are that guy, I think you can make those. I think you can make the defensive plays consistently. And I don't care what the look is. There's ways around it. And around team defense as well is big, right? A lot of solo plays, you can maybe give some kind of complaint here and there, but nah, man, it's got to be. It's a whole thing. It's a whole team defense type game, right? That needs to be perfected. See how we do on this power play, though. But I do notice, though, I haven't actually noticed it till now, we have both the defensemen kind of on their offhand, which is fine. I'm not necessarily saying that we have to be on our 1T side. But I would prefer, especially if you guys are going offhand, both sides, just kind of switch if you can. Honestly, I'd rather have the 1T side on both defense and wing. Because there are D-to-D 1Ts that are solid offensive looks. You can't get that, right? When you don't have a 1T option on that side, you have to pick it up and then shoot. Those are crucial seconds you don't have, and I feel like in this game. Green driving in. Goalie's been solid through those short side shots. You could maybe try to send it across a few of those forces, see if we can get off his goal post. Down low. I like the rotation there. Ah, the force. I mean, the force is there. If it is there. Green controlling. See if we want to move it right. We got the full pressure. I can't really see what's going on the opposite side, though. That's the only problem with playing goaltender. It's like I can't really see the action fully, right? I can only see really one part of it. Nice backdoor patience play. I do like the rotation you guys are having, right? You guys are not all cluttered up in one spot. It's the same thing as like the last rep, right? Or as like the last set. Kind of fluid motion. Being able to move, yeah, 17 shots now. We're starting to pepper them, right? I think we only had like 2 shots, right? In the end of the first. 15 shots later. Second period. I think. Oh, yeah. That's a good second period, though. Peppering them with shots. Didn't have too much on our side, right? But good defensive play. Game is definitely different. If you look at the game's recaps, the interceptions are way down. Takeaways a bit, too. I am a lefty, mainly so. Game recaps on LG. I have seen that, too. But, I mean, I don't know how they're sort of clocking it. Like, I feel like sometimes if you don't get a clean interception, it doesn't count for as one, but you still made the play. It does seem weird. I feel like I have a few more interceptions each game that don't pop up. Maybe I'm just weird with it. Although I don't really look at those stats specific. Let's see, auto. Yeah, we want that to be that. We want that to be manual. We want that to be off. We're good there. Auto. I guess auto covers could be on, right? Yeah, if you guys want to get in, you're from the chat. Just let me know if you're in the Discord. Just put your name in of the position you want to play, your gamer tag, all that kind of stuff in the Esports Tryouts channel. I like for skills. I know you're like what yours is, but I, still would rather I guess you put in your info the same way. Just so that's consistent. Sometimes I have my buddy go in and like update the shit when I don't have time to do it. So. They go for a group is different places, play styles in the offensive zone. Yeah, but see, that's why we take a couple games to see the difference, right? There should be like a beginning and then end, like kind of change. I feel like 2 games is enough to kind of make the adjustment. I think. Like the first game is the warm up. Sometimes like the first couple periods, you could say. But in the second game, you should have a good, decent idea in terms of what your teammates were looking for. And you can make the adjustment. So if you guys are all over the place, you guys should be able to figure out some kind of way to sustain a better offensive zone cycle and production, right? But you guys have 19 shots. Pretty decent chances, right? Some of them are kind of like the same, put up short side shots or whatever, which is fine, right? Those can be high percentage at certain times, right? But the goalie is making those saves. Let's try to get some other looks in there as well, right? Maybe some 1Ts or maybe some backdoor fees, some cut plays through the middle, like change it up if you can. See, big. See, I can be big there. In terms of my own. Let's see. Shot. Yeah, I got to be able to make that save. I think that short side was open, though. I'm not sure. And my only excuse is I'm a lefty. Are you playing on the right side? Is that why? Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you're playing on your opposite side, I guess, like, for wingers, it's kind of tough to be, like, on the opposite side, right? Because, like, then you'd be on your offhand unless you could play both-handedness. But for defense, I guess, right, I can allow you to get for you to have to earn points towards, like, let's say left D, even though you're playing right D or something for the session. That's fine, right? Because I do think you don't have to necessarily be on your 1T side for like defensemen. Although I do think if you are going to play, competitively, I do kind of expect you to be at least on your 1T side. I don't know. I mean, for defense, if you kind of make that call, if it ever comes up to it, we want to, if guys want to be on their offhand at the point, that is fine. There are certain offensive looks you can look for. You could still set up 1Ts, right? Where it's like from a winger down low to then at the point 1T. Instead of it being a D to D 1T, right? It just doesn't really get the goalie moving. See, defensively, he's got that LT. He's going for the. See, I want to be able to do. I want to be able to do that in the offensive zone. Get that shot on. See what we got though. Good breakout. And that stop a little bit. We got it. Good poke check. Yellow's got it. Cross for Teal. Tough kind of pass there. Almost handcuffed him a little bit. We're fine with it though. Ideally though, like if we can move it down low, better than if they're definitely pressing the point. It's not a good to, like, if they're pressing the point, space should be open down low. Nope. Oh, let me slide that across, a little fake out in front. Big say, I'm throwing it. I threw it away. Wow, wrong side. There's the shot, but let's, I kind of want to get more than just 7 shots on me a little bit. Like, let's put the team in a weird spot sometimes. See how they react. Good try though. Forecheck. See if you guys are back though. You guys are fine. He's got it. Give me that save. Get out of here. I see that all day though. If he went backhand, he would have had it. Like, I'm kind of like predicting he's going across the ice. Nice. Ooh. Okay, blue. See, there's that LT. See, I want to be able to see a little bit of that, right? Like, even I was kind of trying to mess around with it. I'm not necessarily perfect at it. But if you guys can, do it at certain times. Not like, I guess, a repetitive look all the time. But if it's there, it's there, right? Like, experiment with it. Because that is something that can be very good in terms of, nice. See, like being able to pivot off that and set up a backdoor feed for a goal. Wow, Green. See, that's the offensive puck control that I want to be able to see from wingers, right? Especially wingers, right? Centerman could do it as well. But that's got to be like almost routine sometimes, right? Being able to spin off guys and sort of negate body checks and then find high percentage plays. Like being able to create space from almost nothing sometimes. That's what you want to see. Like for me, I won't be able to do it now. But if you gave me reps at the winger position, eventually, right, I would expect to be able to make those types of plays. Well, he's got Warrior on. Nice defensive play. Good defensive play on the opposite side too. To be able to match it. So if there's anybody in chat that wants to get in, this is our first game with this set. We'll play another game with the same group, but if you're on standby, probably, I don't know, around 9 o'clock maybe, Central Time. Might be able to get another group going. Anybody who is waiting and anybody who just played or played in the first set could come back if we do need a player. So if you guys are on standby for that as well. Although if you have played and I've already kind of said that you've earned a point for the night, you don't have to play to try to get more reps in. Like you can if you want to, but you don't have to sort of get yourself that extra point, to get yourself more points. You're not going to get more points for your position. But if you want to, it's up, if you want to just get more reps in just to get the reps in, it's definitely open to do so if we have the spot open. Good try. We got it. Cobra works it up. Lost it there for Green. Able to try to get on by, but couldn't. Teal's got it now for Red. The freaking hip checks are insane though. He just goes for it blindly. It's insane. Works it up across. Teal's getting involved now for Green. Ooh. I know what he was trying to do. I've done those passes one too many times. Good defensive play though from Teal. 8 seconds left. Quick up, Red to the outside. Can he spin? Ooh, be able to get it there. We take it. That's a good game. 8 shots only. right? We had over 20 shots. Gotta go. Good game. All right. Yeah, if we have a left winger that wants to come on in. I think that's what he was playing, right? Yeah. Playing left wing. So, yeah, if we need some guys throughout the night or throughout the set as well, we can get the rotation there as well. Nice. See, we got some, you know, a different mix of ranks here, right? It's funny, though. I can't believe somebody called me out on having gold. Like, you kidding me? Try to spin around. I fucked it up. So it's in development. You and I. It's literally the same with me, too. Who's next? Right D? I don't know. It could be you. If you're on standby, I mean... again, it's not set. Nothing is set in stone when it comes to lineup. You guys can literally just join in. Like, if it's open, it's open. So I'm going to go here like this. Whoever joins, I'll play whatever spot he doesn't play. Do we need a left winger? Anybody wants to come on in? Although, trying. Can't really make a switch now. Again, if you're trying to join for a spot that isn't open, you could wait to the next set. Like after this next set, defensive spots will be open. So I know this guy wants to now get in, but if he's trying to play for defense, he's got to wait for the next game. Does any right D want in? Yeah, we had Trappers looking to get in. I mean, no, if you guys want to stay, you guys can, right? I mean, this is for this next set, right? Or yeah, you guys still have another game for the set. But again, at left D, if it opens up. Well, for right now, we need either a left winger or a goalie just to get on in. But you guys still have another rep if you guys want it. For the guys that are currently in. Here, I'll go in like this. Just in case. Well, hang on. See, I think this guy wants to play right D as well. Hang on. You guys can join after. I like nose is clogged up a little bit too. I mean, yeah, you could have stayed in if you wanted to. All right. Let's see what we got here. We need one more guy. Anybody that wants to join in and chat can join in. If you're a left winger, if you're a goaltender, I'll play whatever spot you guys don't play. Just to get another rep, and then we can get a new set of guys if we have the personnel for that. And we have a few other guys that want to get in. We need one more guy, guys. One more. One. I keep forgetting to play the music in between games. Let's see. I wanted to actually adjust the build a little bit. Let's say I went to like forward. Well, I kind of can't really. So when I was playing defense, this is the defensive build I went with. This is the one that matches Dumoulin, who plays for Underdogs. Key things that I thought was quite noticeable were the changes to balance and puck control. I don't know if one was actually overpowered over the other, But since I upped it, I felt like it was actually quite good. Able to control the puck a little bit better. Didn't get hit off the puck as easily. I also upped the endurance, right? Max to max, which seemed to work a bit better as well. Body check-ins felt pretty good. Like, I kind of felt like it was an upgrade to the build, to be honest. Felt weaker before, then it felt a little bit better. So I don't know if it is because of all the changes I made, or if it was just simply I was playing better that day. You can see the differences, right? If I were to use this, I would probably do the exact same thing. Because I don't really shoot that much from the point, right? So let me just get the extra points to the balance, right? And to puck control. I do think it's kind of key, at least a little bit. Kind of almost want to have it like that. And then as far as this, I'd probably do the same thing. I want to have at least probably 84. But I'd probably lower this, maybe get a little bit more for that. Trying to think here. Probably something like that. 84 body check-in seems to be what I would want. If I was to go with this build again. Which I don't think I will, to be honest with you guys. I think since the kind of change... I mean... People told me in the beginning, hey, use a two-way defenseman, use the defense. Well, I mean, since the defense, since this class is now banned, I kind of see guys going back to PMD. Like, I don't even think this was something that should have ever been kind of moved away from anyway, if I'm being honest. All right, we need one more, guys. One more in chat. We need somebody to fill, please. Somebody to fill. At this point, if you want to just get in, just to get in. You know what I mean? Kind of saying it. Actually, yeah, I mean, if he wants to come back in, yeah, hell yeah. Let's get him right back in here. He was part of the first group. He can get more reps in. Get on in. I'll play, yeah, I'll play goaltender. I mean, if you guys want to talk to each other, you can. Right now, I'm just kind of talking through the YouTube, right? Just through the chat. I'm not, you know, gonna comment anything or anything while we're playing, other than I guess the commentary. You know, you kind of know how I kind of do things now. Damn, hack on a goalie. What version we gotta get this time? Well, hang on a second. Like, what version? I mean, actually, that actually kind of is a valid question, to be honest with you. Last game was decent, locked down, right? But then this game, I could pull up 6 or 7. But yeah, the game's been going good. The game's been pretty solid. Games have been pretty decent. All right. So, since we had a switch, right? The guys that were in last game, after this one, I'll probably have you guys back out. But the guys that just joined, which is only the right D at this point, he has a chance for another game, right? I'm not going to kick him out after this next one. Shutty, right? Yeah, it was. It was a shutout. It was an 8-save shutout. If I had like a 15+ save shutout, it would have meant more to me, but not bad, though. I mean, you guys were pretty damn good defensively, to be honest with you. Let's continue it going forward. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys like the idea of potentially setting up, if we have the personnel for next week, we can set up a 6v6 scrim within the chat, right? Within the community. To try and, oh, this might be, not sure if this would be a better team. LMS, I think that's a league, right? Red Wings, when teams kind of do that, they kind of, I believe that they're a league, right? That doesn't mean that they're going to be great. I do think we played against this team before, though. I'm not going to lie to you. One of these guys look familiar. But yeah, if we want to, the way it's going to work for anybody who was just joining and a part of the leaderboard currently for their esports position that they're trying out for, we're going to do like a little bit of like a sort of scrim that sort of means something, right? So if you're playing against somebody that you're in the same sort of, you know, if you're across somebody that's on the same leaderboard as you, right? Meaning we have everybody that's already accumulated points. Opening clash? Okay, never mind. Maybe we didn't play against this team. But still. We're going to do... Ooh, damn. Recharge? Thank you. Shout out last game. Thank you. Captain America Dylan Larkin. Okay. Wow. What a name. But we have a chance next week if we set it up. We have a chance for guys to potentially steal points from guys that they are competing with against on the league. Because, again, this is a competition, right? The way it's going to work is when I give the go-ahead to kind of move guys along. Nice chance there. I'm only going to take probably, I want to say the top 3 guys of each. Ooh, damn. Probably the top 3 guys of each spot, right? A little dumping chase there. So if you are like 4, 5, 6, whatever it is, right? Oh my God, give me that save. If he went across me though, a recharge. Hey, thank you. I think that actually, what does that give you guys? Or does that just allow me to recover faster off a save? I don't know how it works. Here we got the cut play. Got it there. Good defense. Working it up. See how they trap. Work it to the outside. Nice. Pulls up. Looking for options. He's got it to the left side. Back to the point. Teal works it down low for blue. Control it with the ice that's there. You can move that puck. Yeah, it's kind of tough. Back the other way. Give me that glove. I'm freaking throwing it. I'm throwing it. Risky. Risky hack. Aggressive hack. We got red to the right side. Yeah, again, we got like 2 guys to the point there. Yeah, they're definitely eyeing up the point. If we can control it down low, that's... Oh. He deked himself into submission there. Nice stick there from yellow. Here comes blue to the outside. Cuts in. Shot. Good save there from the goaltender. Back in now is green. Controlling. Working the space over to the left. So working down low off a weird type of pass. Ooh, damn. What a send. Nice defense there from Teal one-on-one. Takes a hit, though. Able to get the puck up, though. Tough pass. I don't know how that jumped green, but is able to. Nice defense. Yeah, you guys are playing solid defense, honestly. Like, when you guys are there, you're there. You're able to get the stick off, you know, you're able to get the poke checks off, the hits, keeping them to the outside. Able to close them off there. Nice. And then the good support. When you guys angle... Damn, okay. Spark plug. Like, relax. Nice patience there. Working it to the outside. Backdoor. Are the 2 guys able to get the shot off? I don't know if that got stick to side or somehow sent to the corner. Off that shot. Cuts in. There it is. Back. See what they got. They might work a cut play or some kind of shot from the point. See what they got. Cut play. Shot. Turns with it. Try to work it back inside. See what Honest does. For Mooner. Yep. You see how they're trying to like reset it? They've got a little bit of chemistry, you could tell. Nice cut. I saw what he was doing. Work it inside. I'll go back short side. I'm getting lucky with some of these saves, I feel like. Because I definitely used my right stick there. Down for green. Controlling. Shot. So you can tell if the team's able to cycle, they've got a little bit of chemistry. Even if it's natural chemistry or established chem. You can tell this team plays with each other. Green's got it. Right side. He tried, I guess, trying to pass over. Turns back the other way. Try to work it back to the point. Good interception, though. Quick turn. Control it. Got some time. Jumped the stick of red. Back up. Defensive, you guys are there. Good back and forth, though. It's a good period. I think a couple breakaways, but I think that's just based off of their good control on the transition, honestly. You could tell they were able to set it up quite quickly sometimes, able to get behind. Also, they got truculence, right? That kind of helps, too. Yeah, crazy enough, right? We're at a build disadvantage every game, I feel like. There are some leagues that allow you to use like truculence and stuff, right? Like the banned traits of LG are not like final across all leagues, right? There are certain banana leagues that you can use any trait, or maybe you can only use, you know, blue and gold traits. You can't use any elites, right? And sometimes all the traits are on the board then at that point. But for LG Esports, there's specific traits that you can't use. There's specific classes you can't use, right? So for us, we are trying to stay within those parameters, not just what is used across certain other leagues, right? But yeah, a couple of these guys aren't bad. Green, you got to cover that board. They're wide open on every breakout. Yeah, for trap defense, right, we typically want the wingers to play more to the boards. Center obviously mainly cover the center lane, and then the defense are kind of anchored between the center and wing on that side. The boards is ideally what we do want to take away. It's a good breakout there. Quick give and go there. Shot. Sometimes those go through. Not a bad play to try to keep them honest. Nice. Because, yeah, trap defense, the whole reason why... See, he tries to center it. Oh, back there. See what he got it, though. May send it to Larkin. Nope, he won't. Bad pass, good interception. Back the other way. 2-on-1. Green's got it. Backhand scored. Found the seam on the short side. Able to tuck it on. Backhand beauty. Make sure you shuffle, don't hold the stick. Oh, yeah, for me? Yeah. I do sometimes do that, where I'm just kind of using the right stick to try to get across. For, like, some plays, I got to just do that, right? But, like, when I'm going across, I feel like I kind of have to move with the right stick a little bit, right? Like, if I'm going, like, from left corner over to right, ideally, I would have to use the right stick in some cases. Out in front. Yeah, like, for that, right? I kind of have to. I'm going to see if I can keep him down. Nope, nope. Yeah, I hit him twice. Double the animation. Whoa! I don't know why my goalie did that, but my goalie reacted like instantly. Ultra instinct a little bit. Red backdoor. Good save from the Tendy. That was a backhander somehow. It wasn't a full, clean forehand shot. To the outside. LT. He's gonna try to cut in maybe. Cut through the middle. Yeah, there are some plays where I'm able to read exactly what they're doing. It's just a matter of I can get my goaltender to make the like move appropriately to make those saves. Back to the point they go across. Shot. Easy stick aside there. Down low. I should be able to get those saves. Just got it again. Broke it down low. Does he go across? No. Teal with a nice defense there. Also with the support from Green. Works it. Try to work it back for across the opposite defense and didn't quite work there. See if he goes. Yeah, see, he's trying to find a cut play. So that is all red, right? Damn. Like, the guy got friggin' pushed aside, though. They didn't like how Red intercepted that. But those are the cut plays Red should be able to handle, and he's able to, right? Tough play, though. Yeah, if we turn it over at the blue line, I do think that's also how some of those breakaways are happening. It's because we're turning it over near our point. It's not going to give our guys enough time to get back. Puts the defense in a very tough spot. Rather that is their fault or not, right? Because if it's something that's beyond their control, if they're just at the point and it goes to them and they're like handcuffed, it's not something that the defense can really adjust to. Unless they can read that play's happening. Oof. Yeah, I'm slow on somebody's reaction plays right now, but you guys are definitely able to play solid defense, though. Some of the break-ins were not able to get clean passes, right? Quick transitions. Sometimes we're just jumping or pulling away at times. I don't know. We can keep us in stride to get cleaner chances off the rush. That'd be it'd be more ideal for us. Nice play again from them. Works it down low. Good defensive play though from Red. He's gonna go across. Where am I at? Oh, how did I make that save? That is insane. Yeah, two options, though. Both sides. I kind of probably should have stayed a little bit more central, like neutral there. Damn. What was that he did? He did like an LT pivot glitch or something to the inside. Off a back pedal. Like a It's like that to try to get squared up to me for some kind of play. I'm gonna try to get goalie tips from the GOAT crown. Yeah, growing soon if he gets. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely. Look at me, dude. Like, I definitely jumped that one. Again, if they're patient, I'm jumpy as fuck. I am super jumpy. Not very good. Damn. See what we do here. So ideally, we want to try at least hold the blue line a little bit. All right, at least be there to try to meet them at the blue line. Down low. Yeah, bad pass on them. Trying to like get your ass back up there. Nice. Yeah, see there, right? You kind of. I mean, we don't have to play back, right? But ideally, right? Sometimes you can sort of make your presence there known, like at the blue line, to kind of get them to pull up a bit. If they make a cut, you can kind of read it. You can actually sometimes meet them at the blue line off that cut. Gonna go maybe back door. Nope. Yeah, see that if they're patient, I'm like a little bit too jumpy when it comes to that. I'm gonna play back tight to the crease. We're good. He may go 1T. Shot was kind of deep in my crease there. Almost got screened. They would make a save though. Only reason I'm doing that is because of the potential for those one-timers across, right? I don't want to be too far away from my own crease, right? Keep trying to slap and shoot it into the bench. Yeah, it's all good. It's weird how those pucks sometimes elevate like that. But it's all good. Yeah, honestly, we haven't been. I mean, we've been facing some not the worst teams, right? Like some of these teams are kind of organized a bit. "31 hits, crazy." But yeah, you could tell like they got more time on attack. Let's see what my ping is, right quick. All right, it's not bad. Yep, keep it going. What's the score right now? I don't even know what it is. Oh, it's 1-0. Okay. 1-0 us. Who we got? Into the zone. See if we can work a little bit of a cycle. Shot on. Looking for the rebound. Backdoor. Nice try there. Shot. Here comes blue. Shot on again. Good try. So those are good chances right there. Good patience with the puck. Able to pick the areas to attack, not force things, right? I mean, there's never a bad play to throw the puck on, right? Sometimes there's also like a meaning to it as well. You know, if you're trying to shoot with the intention of scoring, you want to be obviously in those high percentage areas. If you're just shooting it on to maybe get a rebound, that's, you know, you could be a little bit further out. But obviously the intention is to set up somebody nearer than that to try to get those loose pucks, right? Wow. Crazy some of those passes, though. It's like the guys, like, you would think that the pass should be. See, he's got a guy in front. Nope. I don't want that puck going right through my freaking crease. Or through my 5-0. As far as, like, when they're in the corner, sometimes almost near behind net. When should I drop the butterfly? Because I feel like if I don't and they pass, nice patience, nice. That's a bad flying poach trick from that goaltender, to be honest. He had no distance moving forward towards blue to even try and cut it off. Or, like, surprise him. He just kind of went down. See how, like, he didn't really move from his crease. Ideally, if you're going to do a flying poach check, you want to, like, get to white ice almost. Like, almost fly out there. Like, kind of Yeah, even I don't really know how to do it. Goes to the outside. Out in front. Give me that, though. Why has it got to be so exaggerated, though? Like, that was not that crazy of a save. Although, again, if he, like, held that puck on for a half second, shot it around me to the right, he would have had a wide open net. I dove to the left with the anticipation of that shot going through, right? So, I was able to get it. Insane. The face off. If we are going to tie up, one of the things that I do recommend for centers, right? Whether it's you give a calm out or not, we want you guys to, if you flick up on the D-pad to bring up the strategies. Oh my goodness. Damn. Damn. That should be a penalty, dude. How's that not a freaking charge or a checking from behind? That got absolutely crushed. Are you kidding? That's not a charge? Guy's got no helmet on either. Oh, okay. I didn't see it. Maybe I don't see it because I'm the goaltender. I'm not sure. I just don't see it going up. Maybe it's just because I can't do it. But no, I mean, if you guys are doing it, I'm just saying it for all centers, right? It could be anybody. I'm throwing it. I'm gonna fucking play risky hockey. Risky. Let's keep the plays going, you know? Nice down low. Nice. Red's able to get it. Get back the other way. Honestly, they have really good, like, long stretch passes. Give me that, though. Recharge. I don't know. Maybe it's recharge. Why is that popping up? Like, I've got other traits on. I think it only shows the elite. Like, if it's, like, 2 traits active at the same time, it's going to show the one that's higher, I guess. Like, one that's, like, a higher tier. I do it every time? All right. No, yeah, I was just kind of saying it for anybody that's playing the center position. I would, you know, if you're not talking or if you are, right, it's still helpful to kind of throw the strategies up so that people know that you're intending on going for a tie-up. See what he does here. See, here it's like, I don't know if I should go. Because if they send it, right, I have seen many goaltenders get scored on simply because they throw a pass from the corner and it goes in because it goes off my skating in. And there's no, like, oh, quick release. Finds, look at my, I'm dead on my back. Damn. Goes far side on me. I feel like I was there, but I wasn't. I think I was just a tad bit late. Plus this quick release type shot. Green works it down. Press in there. Got his yellow up now for blue to the right. Controlling on a backhander. Teal's got it. Tough kind of pass. We'll work it back up. Give me that, though. Give me that. I'm throwing it, though. I'm being risky as a bastard right now. Nice patience, though, from yellow. Ah, tough, though. Back the other way. Oh, almost. I'm gonna hold on to it now. I actually could have thrown it right at the damn middle, to be honest. Because we're down in the minute, I'm gonna be kind of more safe a bit. I'm not gonna throw it and play risky ass hockey, especially if they almost have full pressure. I may even call a timeout. I'm not gonna call it now. Nice pass going up. Blue. Yeah, if you guys could just control it down low, right? That's all you guys really need to do right now. Play kind of safe. Nice. Oh, let's see. Can I get there? Oh, yeah. Wait. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. My fault. Almost fucking simulated, freaking, what was it? Matthews and Jack Hughes collision on a freaking. Did you guys remember seeing that in the Olympics when they played? I don't know. I forget what team they were playing. You had on the power play Matthews and Jack Hughes freaking collide on each other. Actually, it was Jack Hughes who went straight into Matthews, but freaking collided. Freaking fell when they were like resetting the breakout for the power play. That was freaking hilarious. I'm like, what are we doing? Boarding? Like, come on. Oh, damn it. Damn, I was see it's there. Like I can make that save. I'm just that's a tad bit too slow to react, I think. Went down, right? That's a boarding. Get out of here. You can't even see. Well, now I can't even see what the play is doing, but pass on front. I think I just a little bit too far over to the left. Yeah, shorthanded goal too. Fuck. Tie game. That's fucking ass, right? Damn it. Yeah, we gotta be able to get into the zone here. They've kind of caught us on a few times now. On some of these, on like some of these entries. I gotta put, ooh. Alright, well, we'll take it overtime. You're doing great on the angles, and center not speaking is not great. Well, no, the center doesn't have to speak. I'm just saying, because again, if you, again, like, if you're going straight back, obviously you're gonna go straight back. You don't have to say anything. If you're going with a tie-up and you want somebody to go in, the best way to do it is to flake up on your D-pad or something, like bring up the strategies that lets the other guys know, hey, that's the signal for a tie-up as a center. When you don't have comms, that is what you do to get guys to go in for the draw. Otherwise, there's no other play that is, there's no other call needed. You know, you don't even, it's not even a call. You don't need to talk. Like, generally speaking. Let's see, this goal here, I want to take a look. I think, was I a little bit too far over to the left? Yeah, it's just, yeah, see how I didn't react until like, yeah, see, I was a little bit too late. If I was like already kind of moved to here, I would have made that save. Yeah, it's just a little bit too over to the left. Couldn't fucking move. We yellow, trolling it. Yeah, we're on the power play. We should be able to set up something here. Oh my god, almost went right off the goaltender skating in. That would have been insane. But you see how they are trying to counter attack, right? So if you're a defenseman, keeping the eyes on the guys trying to leak a little bit when they're on the PK, right? There should be zero reason for a breakaway, regardless if it's a turnover at the blue line. I think. The other defensemen should not have to get involved, I think. Maybe. Depends on how they set up on the PK, though. But a D-to-D break-in isn't exactly... I mean, I'm not saying you can't do it. It's just you should have eyes on the back of your head in terms of when they're looking to transition. By now, we should have a good idea in terms of when they're trying to rotate and what adjustments should have already been taking place. So if you're a defenseman, being able to sort of adjust to the speed of what they're playing at and... kind of looking at key areas of when we're turning it, where we're turning the puck over. Defensemen should be able to stay on top of those plays when it comes to the third period and especially now into this overtime frame. Blew up the gut. Big save and attendee. Good pass though. Getting back in. He's got a guy cross. Yeah, it's tough there. I got to be able to stay post, I think. Green to the left side. Work it back. Nothing wrong there. Look for the potential cut. Just wasn't there. See what they go. They're going for the soul. The force of hell. French force of doom. See, there it is. See, I think because I was down already, that pass to the middle, my pad was there to make that save, I think. I mean, I don't know if my guy's going to react if I'm standing up there. Not a fucking lucky ass save, dude. Why are you showing that? I don't know why my guy's diving like that, though. Although, I mean, that kind of makes sense, I guess. See what they're doing here. Yep. Gotta look for the cut. There it is. Back the other way. Inside, outside. pulling up. Yep, we're going to down low. Perfect play there. Green controlling, buying some time. Although you're playing with fire when you work it to the point. Sometimes if you need to send it, see what they go for. Oh, damn it. I fucking moved the wrong. I went too far to the right. See, that's where I'm kind of going too far. Like, I'm anticipating that shot already going. If it doesn't happen and it delays, I'm kind of over pursuit on the shot. That's kind of tough. But it's still, though, you look back at it, we can't, the way that we're turning the puck over is in this area. This is, somebody told me in the comments that the gray area of turnovers is somewhere, like, it's literally a foot. Rather, it's a foot before and after the blue line. Or, I mean, obviously here, it kind of looks like it's a few more feet, right? But general idea, it's like somewhere around here. This is like a gray area where if you turn the puck over, not really much that you can really do on the defensive side of the game. Even if you're a defenseman here, you can maybe get a jump on it, but some turnovers where you're kind of firmly planted here and it goes back the other way, the defenseman, there's almost no chance. In this case here, I mean, he went for a hit, played it quite well. I don't really recommend going for hits in this case, especially with a back check in place. You can sort of apply a fake and then kind of go back the other, back across. I mean, here, and this is actually good defense from the guys, right? If I just stood firmly in the crease here and didn't move like I did, I would have made that save easy. But that's kind of the inexperience that I have when it comes to playing goaltender. I don't have that. Yeah, I moved a little bit too far. Nice slide. GG and happens to everybody. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, like that's the thing. Like if you get me, if I'm playing goalie for a month or two, those things should be ironed out by that time, right? I just don't have the experience for that. So yeah, everybody, all right, so, nice, man. You guys are right up on top of it. So if we have anybody who's trying to get in, hasn't gone in yet, you guys can join off me now. It's obviously besides yellow here, he only had one game, man, so we can have another one. And then if we don't have the guys, we can start getting guys that are trying to get in. So anybody in the waiting rooms, you guys can join now off me if you guys are in the live. You guys should be in the live if you guys are in the waiting room, at least listening to what I'm saying. Kind of knowing where I'm at. Your goaltending wasn't the reason we lost the game, though. I know you're being critical on, well, yeah, I'm always going to be super hard on myself first. I think all goalies naturally will do that to themselves. But yeah, even like for like, if I'm playing defense too, it's the same idea, right? I'm like, there's like certain offensive plays where it's like, hey, the guys are not cycling well, and I'm a defenseman. Sometimes I still think, like, all right, I could have done something here. Then I think, or it's weird. Like sometimes on, obviously in that case, in these cases when I'm playing goaltender, like I do expect myself to obviously make more saves than I don't, right? But yeah, it was definitely a turnover kind of problem that we had, I think. And I think certain offensive zone production issues that we had that led to transitions for them that led to chances, right? But I think ideally when we had the defense there, you guys were there, you guys were solid. But yeah, that's where, see, the problem with playing in pubs is that you have a chance to face anybody, right? So truculence, all that stuff that we wouldn't necessarily be facing. The fact is, when you open it up like that, if we're able to beat the guys that are using the OP traits, even though obviously they may or may not be on par with the guys that we would be facing in the competitive scene, you know what I mean? You kind of have a chance to see if you can battle against the OP traits the guys are using. Is this kind of what it is? All right, so if there's anybody else in chat that wants to get in, that hasn't played yet, you guys can let me know here, like, hey, I haven't played yet, I'll get you in. Otherwise we can get the guys that have played to get basically joined back. So if you're center, whether you want to be a goaltender, left winger, that's the three positions we need right now. I'll play whatever you guys don't. So if I'm playing goalie again, that's fine. I actually don't mind playing goalie, to be honest, because I do kind of want to get those reps in. But if you guys want me to play center, play left wing, I'm down for that too. If I don't like using the right stick as goalie, you have no control with the animation that it gives you. Yeah, like the right stick would only be for like one-timers or back post fees that are going there, where you can make those dramatic saves, right? Other than that, I definitely use it too much, even on like basic slides where I don't actually have to. That's stuff that with more repetition, I would be able to figure out when, you know, like kind of like the discipline that I would have with my stick when I'm poke checking, right? Or the discipline with the puck when you're in the offensive zone as a forward to not force certain things or whatever it is, you know, like it's all kind of the same mindset that you have, right? That's kind of the thing there. Need an invite? Says you're appearing offline. Oh, I'm online. I mean, I don't know if it's something you could refresh. I don't know. With like the game or something. I don't know. But like, yeah, like other guys are obviously joining off me, so. Oh, good. I join off lefty. Okay. Right stick is only for cross crease. And you're out just my... Give you the boost you need to get back, but mostly I just leave it alone. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, something that I gotta use less. Like that second goal they had. I don't even think that's a right stick movement. I think it's just I gotta move to the center, right? To the slot. And obviously, even the play, I think, even the goal in overtime, right? The guy wasn't like far post, right? Like he wasn't back post, so I didn't have to move it even there either. But that was just kind of something that I was doing. All right, so we need one more guy to fill, if need be. If there's any esports guys I want to try out or come back, you guys can do that. I mean, honestly, I'd rather you guys play your position at that point if it's not filled. I mean, you can fill a spot now. If I've already seen you play in your spot and you're kind of just wanting to get in just to fill. But ideally, you know, if you play that position, I don't want you just fill just to fill. Like, hey, I'm going to fill goalie because, you know, hey, that's a spot open. And you don't actually play goalie. Like, for me, I don't play goalie, but I'm still going to get it. But that's just for me, right? That's, you know, kind of the idea for me, right? I can make those calls, but for other guys, right? If you don't play a position you're just trying to fill, I'd rather you not fill a spot that you have little to no experience playing. Some guys have done that. It's like, well, you're kind of giving a bad look for the rest of the guys. But we do need one more guy. And then we kind of can look to see where guys can play. So, I mean, if Mantis wants to come back and play goalie, you know, I can play left wing, you know what I mean? You know, I don't really play left wing. Especially on the left side. Okay. Yeah, if you want to play coach, you can come back in. Or get up in there. If you don't have me added, just add me, Hackattack34. I'll accept your invite, and then you should be able to join off me. Hack, you think Bedard should be at the Olympics? I mean, that's a tough thing, right? I don't know. Apparently, they said he wasn't in because, well, he just, like, the injury he had no influence on Canada's choice to not have him in or have him on the roster. To me, I would have had him in there, but I don't know who you would replace with him, right? Like, everybody who's on the team kind of deserves to be there. You're not going to put Bedard in as like a third or fourth liner for like a gritty type player, right? Like, you're going to put him in the top 6 because he's a goal scorer, right? So I feel like they had their players, you know, they have a lot of guys. I mean, that's just how it is, right? So obviously there's gonna be a few guys that get left out, and you look at the top guys in the NHL for scoring, right? All those guys are in, right? And Bedard's kind of trailing behind some of those guys. He kind of started off hot, then he kind of trailed off a little bit ever since the injury, so he hasn't really been looking himself as of late. So I think it's kind of the right call if you think about it. It does kind of suck to see Celebrini though there, and also him scoring when you have Bedard not on the roster. You got Celebrini in there, and that's his second year, and you got Bedard in his third. He's not in. He didn't make Four Nations last year. Didn't make the Team Canada this year for the Olympics. It kind of sucks to like see that. But it is what it is, you know. Like, I wonder what he's thinking. That's, you know, if he thinks he should. I think he said, yeah. I think he outright said in one of his the interviews that he had. I think he said, "Hey, I think I did well enough to make the team." But at the end of the day, it's not his call. One thing I don't want to say, and I don't want to jinx it, I would absolutely hate for Celebrini to get the game-winning goal in the gold medal match Sunday. That would be my one thing that if I were to play some kind of curse, I would absolutely hate to see Celebrini score the game-winning goal for the gold medal match. That's something I absolutely do not want to see happen. If it's anybody else, whatever. You know, it is what it is. Team Canada has a stacked team. If they get it done, they get it done. Would love to see Team USA get a kind of win it and get a freaking revenge game, right? Kind of like a freaking revenge for the Four Nations last year. Little Austin Matthews, maybe Jack Hughes. I'm not down for either one, right? I don't even really care who scores it, but I would love to see that. I would love to see a really good game too. Now, for gold medal, is it the same as the women's where if it goes to overtime? 3-on-3 for 20 minutes? Or is it because it's men's, there's more guys on the ice? I don't know if it's just the same or not, but I'm assuming it's the same, right? If it's the Olympics, it'd be the rules for both the women's and the men's, right? So that would be kind of cool though, to see 3-on-3 hockey for 20 minutes and then see what happens, right? But never play with hate and revenge. Well, no, it's not that. It's just like it's like your get back game for last year, you know. Especially that has more stakes in it too, because it's the Olympics. I don't know who this other guy that joined. If he's not trying out, he can technically use whatever the fuck he wants, I guess. But guys that are trying out have to stay within the competitive builds, so he can use a preset if he wants, I guess. It's just like, if you like, the thing is, right, the reason, like, you could use technically whatever build you want. You will not earn points towards your esports position if you're signed up, obviously, if you use a build that you're not allowed to use. Now, if it happens, like if you forget or something and you accidentally use a build, you can't. If it's for one game, that's fine. But if you obviously strictly use a build that you're not supposed to use, you won't earn any points. And if it happens consecutively and you already have points accumulated, I could actually deduct points because I don't want to see that shit. I would say Horvat would be my choice to replace with Bedard. Horvat? But what line is Horvat playing on? Left foot is... yeah, no, that's fine. Little jealous? Yeah. I would hate to see it. Canada had the toughest matchups. Guys are huge at Olympics. Bread and butter, truly. So I'm like, puck watcher for skater for a goalie. When you're too focused on the puck here and not what is going on with the others on the ice. Peripheral vision. No, yeah, like I could see the guys around me. It's the same thing with like defense, right? You don't look at the puck, right? You look at the guy you're supposed to be covering, or you gotta look at, you know, everything on the ice, and that kind of determines where you should be ending up. But Europe gotten better at hockey. Yeah, games were a little bit closer this year, right? Like, well, besides the one that happened tonight or today with the, with the U.S., but Canada had some tight matchups. Not gonna lie to you. I don't know how it was so close. And I think they even said like the ice was kind of weird. Like the puck was jumping off the sticks of players, right? Like the ice wasn't as good as it is, when they're playing in the U.S. and Canada. So I don't know if that has an effect, but when you see Team USA going put belt to ass to fucking Slovakia, and I think that was the only team that they really pounded. you think about it. But Canada had some fucking nail biters, if you think about it. Holy shit. Like, they almost lost to Czechia, right? Like, that would have been surprising as hell. They almost lost to... What was it? Oh, it was it. So they had... It was Czechia, and then I guess it was Finland, right? That was the next game right after. I mean, they almost lost, right? Like, they had to come from behind. It was 2-0 against Finland today. But hey, they came back. Like, it don't matter really what the score is. It only matters of what it is at the end of the game, and Canada was able to get it done.It's just like I really don't know how it's gonna go. Like the thing is about with the four nations, I feel like USA was able to get the jump on Canada at times because of the physicality and like the ability to kind of get. I don't know if it really got in their heads, but like just how physical US was in four nations. Like they were really damn physical. Like it was super fast. I don't know if you guys think differently, but it just seemed like watching these games in Italy.It's just like it seemed a bit slower at times. I don't know. It didn't seem like that spark that Four Nations had. Like the level of hype and like the way the players were playing. I don't know if they're just trying to conserve themselves because they obviously are playing, multiple games within a week, right? Whereas Four Nations was kind of like 3 games and then it was championship game, I think. So it was like very short.And again, I don't know if the ice conditions were just a little bit too weird at times, and that kind of puts the players in a weird spot. But, or like they feel kind of weird. But I don't, it just seemed like at times, like, you even see like these powerhouses, like it didn't seem like Canada was as dominant, even though they played fast, it seemed like, right? It just, I don't know. Same with like US, like certain games, like in the beginning, didn't really play up to par.With how I think they could have played. The games were much closer that way. See what we got here. We got another group of guys. So we got Skillsy up in here. First time in the Esports Tryout. See what we got. Out in front. Shot. Looking for the rebound. Score. Goalie interference. Okay, game. Get out of here. You didn't even hit him.I mean, you're like, so... Okay, whatever. Smaller ice surface has an impact? What, was the rink smaller? What do you mean by ice surface? Oh, like the surface is not... Like the ice isn't as thick or something? Damn. Got almost freaking had it. You know he was trying to post check that. Nice D. Number 3. The right side. Yes. Drew the penalty.Got the Olympic refs. Bro, there's been some weird ass plays, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Canada actually got hoed a bit and during some of these games. Was it Czechia where it was 8 players on the ice during one of their goals? Or 6 players? And they fucking allowed it? They just somehow didn't see it, eh? Like they had money on the line and they're just like, well, we're just gonna let this one go.Worst call ever. It's weird as hell, bro. Like some and that's the thing too. Like I don't really know if it's just literally because they're playing in Italy or something, that has an impact. And the ice just isn't as good, and maybe the refs are not as clean, and the crowd is not as big as it was. It just seemed like a little bit of a downgrade if you compare it to last year at the Four Nations. Let's see the breakout here. Nice. Blue to the right. There for red. Back to teal. Here's a blast. Nothing wrong with taking shots. Been playing between the Pikes and Central 17. Just taking 26 off and been with the BTP Discord so long. Esports versus LG versus Club are way different levels of play. Oh, yeah, definitely. And that's definitely kind of why, like, these games, to me, I'm not looking for anything fancy. Especially with these kind of trials, I'm just kind of looking for the simple plays. Like, I want to see you guys kind of show your face. I mean, the guys that are up high... I can fucking use my stick again. I gotta like stop using it. Like I can move like this and actually move quite good, I think. I just am so used to using the right stick because I feel like I have to move and I'm not. I don't actually have to. Again, the more I think about it, the more I'm gonna like. The more it's gonna go. I'm gonna. You know, I want to be a risky goaltender, but I guess you know it's kind of tight. You know what I mean? Good save. Yep. Good save. Let's go. Let's keep the hype up with the goaltender. Be back at the point. There's a blast. What I have seen is some D-to-D 1Ts going for the point. Like if the guy has rocket or 1T on. Ooh. Tough trip. So good. Yeah, but Canada brought Tom Wilson this year. Oh yeah, true. That might spice it up. I haven't. I'd say I really haven't had time to watch any of the Canada games, right? Because it was like they were playing when I was at work, right? I was only able to watch the U.S. games like from the second period on because they start at 2 o'clock. So like I get off work at 2 o'clock. So then I'm on my way home. And I'm like home within an hour, and the first period's usually done. I sometimes listen to it. I'll like have it on in the car, or whatever. Like kind of listen to it. But I'm not actually watching until like the second period on. So I haven't really watched any of the games, right? Other than the highlights. So in terms of like what guys are doing, I don't know like how wild some of the players are, if they're like crazy at times, but they're watching at school. Yeah, I think I saw somebody have like they had like a little TV monitor at their work. It's like the freaking construction site. The guy had it at work. I'm like, wait a second, what? Like, first of all, I surely will not be able to do that, but the guy must be in an area where it's like it's kind of low key, like chill. Maybe they're able to kind of set up certain things and they're staying in one area. Kind of like a slow day, maybe. There's the cup play attempt. Give it that. Give it that. Easy kind of rotation there. Kind of staying in the middle. That's a little bit softer, right? I'm not like moving too wide left or right. This referee doesn't like me at all. Can't do that. Yeah. It's kind of tough. Kind of tough. See what we got here. Power play again. To the point. See if we get it. A little bit of a shot. He was looking for somebody in front. Honestly, just moving the puck. See how we kind of rotate a little bit. Quick puck movement. But yeah, I do notice we use the point. We use the point a lot. Sometimes I think it's a little bit clogged up. Like they're kind of playing tight point. The point should only really be used. Oh, yeah, we don't. That's all right. I mean, even that, too. Like, a dump and chase really doesn't work if you don't have anybody going in for it. I know that's, like, good in terms of just basic hockey, but we're on a power play. We want to be able to get into the zone. If it's not there, we can just turn back and reset. But also just, like, the puck sent to the point, if there's a guy close to that player, we don't want to send that puck to him. Like, there's no... Like, the guy would have to almost play Superman or quickly get the puck away. And it kind of really doesn't make sense. See, now they're kind of playing with a nice poke. Playing with like a half reset almost. Green's got it. So I don't know if... I don't know who Green is. If he's just somebody from chat or somebody's buddy came in. Got a preset build on. So that's fine. I mean, probably just looking to fill a spot, which is fine. We got blue to the corner. Now for red. He got hit though. Yellow's able to get it. Yep, nice turn there. See, that's what we want to see. When the space is there, offense can be created. Big blast. I'm throwing that up. We got a blue to the right side. LT across. Ooh. I haven't really seen like clean 1T opportunities. I feel like it's there, but we're just not pulling the trigger when we get it. Like if those are 1Ts, the goalie doesn't have enough time to, you know, slide across. Unless you're intent on taking it and then shooting it far side right away. But like even then, like we're given time for the guys playing defense to basically get there, you know, to like stop that shot from being even taken all together. 2 seconds. Everybody loving their clap bombs this game. Yeah, it's like weird, you know, everybody's just taking a clap. I even get the guys at the point just taking shots at the point. I mean, it is what it is. How's it been since I left for a few? You know, it's been good. I mean, it's been good. It's been good reps. Still playing goalie. Yeah. The other team is going in, just clap bombing it right in my, or like trying to get right in front of my face. It's like, whoa. I don't really expect that, but it's not bad. My club faced some good league teams last night, won some. Now, do you guys play, was it pubs or was it just, or like were you playing scrims? I do see like, there'll be like CHL teams will play pubs. Like it'll be like the lower tiers of LG will play pubs. I'm assuming some other leagues are doing the same thing. When you get to like AHL, let's see what they got here. Oh, nice. Nice defense. The anticipation of the pass at the point. Gonna go in. He scored. He's able to get in. That was all blue there. Able to get that interception at the point. Created offense from it. One-on-one. LT. And then pull it back to the inside. Goalie. See, this is the problem with goal center. It's like it's almost like he should have went butterfly sooner so that it didn't go through him. The goalie's not, I feel like they don't react when the puck is that close. Like they don't react fast enough. Like it's almost like they're not going to go down by themselves. I feel like the guy controlling them has to actually do that. Cut right up the middle. Oh fuck. That was wide open. If he was able to get that by, great back check though. Whoever did that. Crazy. As a goalie, IRL, if you take a slash shot that close, I'm rattled. Oh yeah, it could definitely be a powerful ass shot. There's the shot. See, those are fine, right? With the intention of like with the intention behind like a tip in front, those shots at the point are good. If the shots are just there to be sent, I feel like it's not really the best thing. Or maybe sometimes it's there just to not nice play, nice setup. 2-on-1 again. I think that's from a defensive play from the wingers at the point, creating the defensive takeaway and then turning that into offense. Really good job. We played LGCHL without perks versus top NCAA wheels, and it was 7-0 after 27 minutes. I feel like there's a gray area between like CHL and NCAA. Like I don't really know if being top NCAA really means anything. Same with like the concept of just being in the CHL. Like if you're an NCAA team, or regardless if you're a CHL team and you beat like an AHL squad, I think that's more of a telling sign of something. But I can't really say for certain because there's such a big time. Give me that though. There's such like a weird kind of wild gap between highs and lows of the CHL and NCAA. Like you could be a top player but just haven't played LG. Like it'd be your first season. Obviously wow, what a freaking pass from Teal. Well, was that intended? He just turns around like 180, chips it up across for yellow on the breakup. Insane. See what we got here. Might go across. Nope, not there. He doesn't have a shot. Doesn't have a pass. There's the shot. Give me that save, though. Yeah, it's like, I don't... like, some guys are just determined, like, if they had played in LGCs before, you know, they would be playing technically in the N or the A or something like that, right? I can't really say for certain. Give me that, though. Sponge? Maybe sponge works. I wonder how that sponge, though. I didn't really sponge anything. I just made the save and had it steer to the corner. But, okay. Blast around. Wow, nice dump and chase, I guess, right? See, that's where the intention behind... Damn, 1T. Yep, I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, like, I think I gotta go down for those, right? If they're kind of tight and close. There's a 1T. Nice. Although doing it without perks, though, is kind of crazy. Oh, to be honest, I feel like I couldn't even move for that second one. I made the save, and then it goes to his teammate to the left. Insane. Wow. Like, I was already down, but I kind of had to be down for that first save, right? Yeah, it's just a rebound on front. I don't know. There's not much I could do there. I don't think. Try to move, but that's where I couldn't actually move there. In the past, I've been good at finding good HUT players and introducing them to LG, and they go CHO straight to the A or higher. Yeah, like that's because that's like ideally they just don't play. They just don't play League, right? Like they don't play EASHL so much, and they're just mainly concentrated on playing HUT. Like if you're a HUT player, you kind of have a good concept of kind of both sides of the ice, I would say, right? I mean, you're not necessarily gonna maybe understand the positional aspect, I guess, of the position you're playing, because, you know, if you're HUT, you're just kind of playing whatever it is that you lock onto, right? Or you gotta switch players very quickly. So there are maybe some little things that don't translate all that well, but I don't think, like if you're a top HUT player, you obviously know how to control the puck, you know how to pass, you know, like, defensively what you're going to be doing, and that can translate quite easily to Chell if you were to, you know, if you go from that, from HUT to Chell, and then you go and play LG, and it's like, well, you already have the offense, and you're not necessarily going to be playing against top guys there if you're playing in the C or the NCAA, right? So it becomes very easy, I think, to stand out, I think. How is that 36%? You can't tell me, guy, point blank, practically in my crease taking that shot. It's a 36% threat analysis. Okay. HUT players don't have the ability to play with a shell. How so? I mean, there are guys that play both, right? And I think if you play both, you're getting a good mix of just both sides, like other game modes, right? Of kind of everything, really, if you think about it. In the online setting, right? That's World of Shell and HUT. If you play both and you're top in both, I mean, you're a pretty damn complete player, in my opinion. And, like, that's the thing. I have nothing against HUT players. It's just the concept of HUT I don't like. It's just something I don't like. So, like, but I have nothing against them. I think there's plenty of HUT players that if they go to World of Show, they could dominate. If they, and there are guys that play both, right? So, like, the idea of having that mix of both game modes does make you that much better of a player. Plus, you're most likely getting a lot of reps in. And again, if you're playing HUT, you're controlling everybody, right? So it's literally just you, right? So if you can perform well, that is a higher reflection of your talent level in HUT as opposed to if you're on a team playing in Chell, right? Because you're not necessarily going to always stand out in Chell, despite how good you may be. You kind of have to rely on your teammates. to play around you, right? When you're playing Hut, you're controlling everybody. You control everything, right? Besides obviously what your AI does at times, right? But I feel like that's sort of the IQ of that side of the game, right? Of that game mode. I think it's a more telling sign of your record in Hut than it is in Show. Same thing, and I think rank means more in Hut than it does in Show. That's just my opinion. If you were to break down the game mode, that is something that I will give Hut players. I'll tip the cap over to them if they can perform well in that. They are a pretty decent player. But you also got to look at it from the team building aspect, and you could just simply have a better team, and that's better than the other team. You know, you have a better team than the player than the player that you're playing against. That's where I don't necessarily like it. But if you have an evenly matched team, right, and you beat the other guy, that's you beating them. Which is a more telling sign than if, like, you faced your rival that's on the opposing team in Shell and you lose to them. I wouldn't necessarily mean, like, that doesn't mean that that player on the opposite team is better than you. It could just mean that your team sucks. I mean, because you do have to rely on the other 4 guys on the ice. They have the other 5 guys on the ice, right? It's not just you and what you can do in Show. But for Hut, if everything is even across the board and you beat a team, you know, you beat a player, that is a better reflection of your talent versus them. Okay, now that, I don't know what to say. That's the first goal that kind of surprised me a bit. I don't know what to say about that one. Because I am there. I'm hugging the post. Down. I don't know if I should be overlapping it more, but the animation of the hug post, right? Hugging the post, I'm down. Goes off me. Somehow goes off my blocker. Off my backhand. Off a weird backhand softy. That's a tough one. I don't really know what to say about that one. Maybe if I look at it closer, I can maybe see exactly where I was, but I think I was there. I don't know. HUD is different. It's a perk machine. Or it's a perk simulator. Well, I mean, everybody has access to all the traits, right? So, like, again, it's still your ability to control the players despite what traits they have on and what overall they are. Again, I think, that's why it's kind of more of a telling sign if you have a team that's similar to yours. If it's so outmatched, like you have all the 90 overall guys and you're playing against a guy that has 80-something overall guys, and then that player loses to the 90 overall team, it's less of a telling sign. Well, the guy just had a better team, right? But if everything's even and you're playing against a guy that has basically the same players, same traits, same everything, you play him in Hut and you win, I think it's a better... That's a more telling sign of your skill versus them than if you played against your rival. You played against your rival in this, right? Like you have your team versus your rival and his team, right? In Shell, and you lose to that rival team. That's less of a reflection of your talent versus them, because you are just one piece of the puzzle and you have your team as another. Oh yeah, even if it is traits, right? I mean, oh damn, I'm gonna throw it up. Let's keep the game going, baby. Oh, even if it is still... Oh, damn. Nice. See? It's because I threw it out, you know? Quick transition off the throw out, off the risky play, and you know? And I don't think I had an assist on that, did I? Nope. I didn't touch it. Or I was the 4th guy to touch it or something. 3rd guy. Nice move, though. Good play. Yeah, I mean, it is... You know, you could maybe give the argument of some traits. That's why they're banned in Shell, right? But it's not like all, you know, it's not like every single player on your Hut team is going to have truculence, right? Like you're still going to have to play somewhat competent defense one-on-one straight out. It's not just straight truculent. And even if that's the case, if you're playing in pubs, it'd be the exact same deal, right? Like if you're playing pubs and in Chell, it's the same idea. You guys could just have defense, right? Or you guys could just have all the traits and stuff. The only difference is the competitive kind of like restriction on certain traits and classes. Does that necessarily mean that it's a more telling sign of the competitive side? Well, they aim for that to be the case. You do still have to kind of have somewhat of skill when it comes to truculence. It's not just guaranteed. But even still, like, if it's hut or not, I feel like it's still your ability to either use it or defend against it. So Red's got it, though. Back the other way. What do they got? These are tough plays. Now we got full pressure against. We can get the puck out. Nice. Yep, it's out just enough. Now blast them into oblivion. Nice send in by them, honestly. Oh my god. Crazy, though. I don't know what's going on with yellow, to be honest. I didn't even see what happened. Oh my god. Risky. Red stick them up. Yeah, you can tell they've got the traits activating in their favor. Gotta find a way to get around them, though. They have been hemming us, I think, a little bit in this third. Quick up. Nice pass. Red by himself. Control a little bit. Wait for options open up. That's a good defensive play, honestly. What do they got? I would have hated for that to go in, right? Wait, they got full pressure. What the fuck? Oh, wait, we're up in the game. I didn't even see that. I thought it was 2-2. Oh, that's why. My fault. I didn't even see that. I forgot you guys scored. You guys scored again. I thought it was 2-2. I was playing like it was tied, which I actually should be doing that anyway. Right, but when both teams have guys with red truck, then it becomes a show of skill of who can outplay it. Well, that's kind of part of the battle. It's not like it's just everybody has it. Regardless if you're talking about Chell or Hut at that point, not every single player has red truculence on their team. Like, or I mean, they'll have one or two guys maybe that have it, and not every single line, every single player has it, right? So you still have to be able to set up defensively and play solid defense one-on-one, straight out. At least I think. I mean, you may have... I don't think you'd have half your guys have that, right? Or maybe it's, unstoppable or something like that. But, like, still, though, I think it still kind of relates to the idea of what I'm talking about. Because even in Chell, like again, if you take it away from the competitive scene, and you just look at pubs, it's the same thing. Truculence, unstoppable, all the meta traits. It's still, to me, when you compare, when I'm talking just Chell to Hut, there's a bigger skill. Oh my god, though, give me those saves, though. All I have to do is move and just stay there. Yeah, just keep rimming it. I'll just get my save percentage up. No, actually, that was kind of crazy. That was actually a good-ass fucking game. They have six guys with blue or red truculence at minimum. Well, on their Hut team, or are you talking just both Chell and Hut? Kind of like related. I agree the meta in Hut is dumb, but that wasn't my point. Only a couple guys will have it. No, see, no, my point is like if I don't know. I was kind of just comparing between Hut and Chell, and even the kind of the similarities if you play both, I guess. To me, though, it is still a more telling sign, because again, it's not even just your defense, it's then how you translate to offense then. I mean, regardless if it's truculence or not, like you do realize that even in Chell, there's an LT, you know, with the LT pivots with elite edges. Yeah, you could say that takes skill, but sometimes it doesn't really. Like it's at a certain threshold of talent. I think that's like a very easy, simple move where it just grants you so much space and time, right? It's like, well, how do you defend against, like, it's your ability to defend against them LTing around you. It's still the attempt to beat a certain meta, whatever it is. I mean, you can, if you talk about the competitive scene, maybe you could say there's a little bit more talent that has to be, I mean, obviously there's more talent that has to be made there because you're not able to use those meta builds or anything like that. But there are still like metas that you're combating, and I don't necessarily like the meta of the concept of elite edges. I mean, it creates a skill gap, but the fact that I don't really understand their direction that they're moving, to be honest. Because like they're going from, I mean, they took elite edges out last year, and then they added it back this year alongside wheels. In my opinion, wheels and sometimes even elite edges at times, it's not very hard to sort of win against a team that doesn't have that, right? So it's like, why did they add that back in? Like, that's a meta that people are obviously catering towards, even in the competitive scene, right? That's why they had to get rid of wheels to try to kind of limit that style of just straight lining, which they tried to get away from before. I just don't, you know. So I don't know. But I mean, regardless if it's, you know, trying to, I mean, yeah, if you're gonna talk specific things from Hut to Chell, from the defensive side, in the competitive scene especially, defense is harder to play. It takes more skill on the competitive side of defense in Chell. Yes, I will agree with you on that. Still though, like, if you're talking specific you versus another player, unless he's playing on your side, you can't really compare talent level that way. Like, oh, I'm better than you because I beat you. No, you didn't. You beat my team. Which, yeah, I'm a part of it, but I'm a fifth of the team. Or a sixth of the team. Then I play on this other team and I play you again. Now, all of a sudden, I beat you. Does that mean that I'm, you know, well, better than you again? Like, not, that kind of comparison, I think, can't be made. In Hut, though, in online versus, where you play one-on-one straight with that guy, that was my point, is that you could, it's a more telling sign of those guys that if you're able to beat a guy in Hut, if you're able to beat a guy in online versus or whatever, it's your talent versus theirs, strictly both sides of the ice. You can't really compare talent with you and another player in Chell if, you know what I mean, you're only a sixth of the team that's out there. And you're on one side of the ice or whatever. If you're a centerman versus another center, it's still your team, you know, versus theirs. It's tough to really make a comparison that way. That was kind of what I was trying to talk about. I don't know if you guys were trying to take it from a different direction. Which I think we kind of were in some place, you know, with some areas of the game. But, yeah. Yeah, everybody did pretty good there. I liked what Forge was doing. I think we looked at a few of the guys that were getting in, right? So I think we had Skillsy, and then who else did we have that came in? Was it Teal? I want to look more at what Teal is doing. I think was he the guy that was getting in at the lefty, or was he already in? I don't know. But yeah, I was trying to read up what you guys were saying too. I think, yeah, if you were, it is kind of a weird, it is kind of a good kind of conversation when it comes to, like, if you look at Hut and a guy that only plays Hut and never plays Chell, and then a guy that plays Chell, and then he plays Hut. You know, it's like if you only play that one game mode, and then you never play the opposite game mode, and then you go and play the opposite game mode, will you be able to sort of dominate? You know what I mean? And which game mode is more inclined to help you succeed in the opposite one? That one, I don't really have the answer to. I think somebody... Yeah, Dan brought up what Henrique would not be as good, while Snipe Show would be amazing in both. I think did I play alongside Snipe Show before? The name sounds familiar. I definitely played against him. I'm not sure if I played with him. Although I don't really know. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't want to throw shade to anybody, but I'm not gonna lie. Guys that strictly play Hut, it's. I don't even know how to word this, to be honest with you, because to me, their opinion of the game is kind of tough to really take seriously sometimes. Now, granted, I haven't really watched their content that much to really know what they've been saying. I do remember when they would break down like gameplay trailer and stuff, you know, and they would kind of nitpick some of the things that would go on in Hut. To me, I could care less what they say, because they're not playing Chell, you know? Some of them don't. They only strictly play Hut. Well, I'm a guy that strictly plays Chell, so I'm looking at it from this point of view, while they're looking at it from Hut's point of view. The problem is, this kind of goes with the concept of EA Sports and the issue that they have. I feel like they're like they have the online experience is all one setting, whereas I feel like in previous years, right? Didn't we have, like, before Underscore 24, was it right, with the old devs that we had in? Didn't they have different settings for Chell, for Hut, for offline, whatever it is, right? It was specific gameplay tuners specific to that game mode. What's happening now is that everything is a combination of everything. So it's all one game mode. And it's just like, it's the NHL 26 gameplay tuners that they set for Hut, for Chell, for offline, for everything. You can't do shit. So if they're listening to feedback that comes from guys that are playing Hut, that doesn't necessarily mean it's good for Chell. And it may make it worse. Does that make sense? I think some of the gameplay decisions that they're making, if they're listening to Hut players, to me, that's the wrong call. Like, that is... You either have to split it again, like you did before, where you have gameplay-specific tuners that are set specifically for Chell, and then those are specifically, you know, whatever it is, specifically set for Hut. Make it separate again. Then you could then you could listen to the guys, hey, for Hut, we want this, this, and this. And then you look for the guys that are playing Chell. Hey, we want this, this, and this. And you can set the game according to those players that are playing those game modes. Those guys know what they're talking about. But if you're only listening to one side of the community, when you now split the online community from Chell to Hut, and you're only listening to kind of one side of the ice, or one side of the community, you're not really making the other game mode better. You're making it worse, I feel like, because they're not the same. You can't really have the same gameplay tuners for Hut and then kind of map it on that for Chell. Doesn't really work. Oh, we have a delay now. I didn't even see that. I'm not even looking at the game now. That's so bad. What the fuck was that? Green Doe from, like, the freaking high slot. And he went all the way almost to the right post. What was that? Talk about dramatic. That was crazy. That's kind of why I feel like some of the things that the community's kind of complaining about. I mean, for one, I kind of really haven't been looking much at what people are really complaining about this year. if you guys were to give me your biggest complaint this year compared to last year, what is the one thing, maybe a couple things if you have more than one, that you absolutely dislike, like the changes that they made or the additions that they made from 26 or from 25 to 26 that you do not like? What are things you guys don't like? Obviously, I heard defense, and I don't know if that was something, you know, if it's things that they're specifically, because those things are not necessarily HUT related. Those are just simply, I think, basic gameplay tuners that I think are kind of coming from. I mean, actually, I feel like those came from HUT, really, and they're just trying to make the traits the same. I don't know. Maybe I'm not thinking about it the right way. But like when I look at certain gameplay issues with the game, I mean, again, from like a defensive perspective, I mean, the game really is not that much different from previous years. I don't really understand the complaint that people have. I mean, I'm a defenseman, and then people are like, well, defense is tougher than last year, and they're like disappointed that I'm not also complaining about those things. It's like, yeah, well, these pro players are also complaining. Who's the pro? Like, who's complaining, and what are they complaining about? Because to me, I'm not seeing the same shit they're seeing. The game is not that much drastically different from last year. What separates last year to this year is the traits, and the traits alone. There's nothing else that to me is really different. I don't think there's any gameplay changes, right? It's just the tuners and the traits and how that affects it. Some of the things that they try to like address, I guess. I don't really know. But I don't know if you guys are like, what are some complaints that you guys have? Like, to me, I think adding wheels and elite edges back for Chell, that's the wrong call. I mean, especially when you look at the direction that you took this game from last year to this year, or from 24 to 25. You shut down the elite edges meta that everybody was kind of using back in 24, right? And it's 25, you didn't have elite edges. We never had wheels, right? So we had nothing for our skating last year. The gameplay was slower, noticeably slower than in 24. And I felt like that made the game better. And then guess what? And it's like, all right, well, maybe we're building off something, right? And then in 26, now all of a sudden we wanted to add not just elite edges back into the game. We also want to throw wheels that has never been in the game for Chell into Chell. Now it's like you're going from one end of the spectrum back to the other. Like, why are we moving in the directions that we're moving? We're not moving towards anything. We're kind of just moving towards whatever additions they're attempting to add, and they don't seem to have, especially when you look at it from a Chell standpoint. That's why it makes it seem like the changes that they're making are specific for HUT and HUT alone. They don't have a clear vision for Chell. What additions have they made to Chell, if you think about it? Live events? Beyond that, what? They haven't done shit for Chell. So I can't not look at that and go, well, they're adding stuff for HUT because that's their that's their money making mode, or money maker mode, right? Is HUT. They make the most money on that. So obviously they're gonna pay more attention to that, add more assets to that, add more funds to that, right? Make that better. And then Chell kind of gets the shit end of the stick. But like, to me, I couldn't tell you what they're gonna do next year for Chell. Like, we got changes to the build system. We got now big builds can rock 97 speed on a 6-foot player. Technically, everybody can use 97. It's just you got to shorten your height to the minimum. You got to lessen your weight to the minimum of that, you know, specific class. So the only reason, like technically the only reason why the big builds can reach 97 speed, quote unquote, in that competitive scene where everybody else is 96 is simply because nobody's going lower than 6 foot competitively, unless you're a sniper or dangler. Maybe playmaker. I don't know. I don't really see too many guys use like 5'10 or 5'9, right? I see guys using 6 foot, 6'1". That's it. So you would do the same for a defensive power forward. You could reach 97 speed because that's the minimum height for those builds. So they're like, well, that's too big or that's too fast. Even though when I played, I didn't really see a difference in that. Maybe because I didn't have that many reps in for season 1. Clearly, obviously for season 2 of LG, they're like, you can't use these big builds. You can't use wheels. Like, okay, well, I'm like missing something because I took the whole beginning off for LG. I mean, I haven't played LG yet still. I've only played now caps, right, for esports, for like any league play since. I've only had, really with the changes that they had, I didn't have any complaints of what they chose to ban or anything like that. But I also don't necessarily understand why they chose to ban what they banned. I mean, people are saying power forward, too fast and too big, too strong. Everybody was just simply using it, right? Now, when they got rid of it, I was seeing guys using two-way forward, sniper, playmaker. So like the build variety off that one ban changed and increased the build variety. It's like, okay, so clearly that was the right choice then. And then they also banned defensive defensemen. How the fuck did that go in? Good freaking body check, though. I love to see that. Good forecheck, and then I guess, I mean, these are the weird goals that typically go in. Like, a goalie will be, like, making saves, brick wall, right? And then all of a sudden a softie goes in. I couldn't tell you what causes that. Even with the changes to goaltenders that they apparently said was made, right? But still, so defensive was banned, and then people kind of moved back to PMD, although I still see sometimes two-way defensemen being used. Yeah, two-way, yeah. What a fucking slide. There's the one blocked by his own teammate. Sucks to suck. How the fuck did he grab that? So from a competitive standpoint, I think the changes they made were the right changes compared to what they banned initially, although I had no competitive experience with those initial bans that they had, right? And what was allowed. So I don't know how ridiculous the game was in season 1. At least from a competitive standpoint. I played pubs, right? And I mean, you go to pubs at the beginning, you go to pubs now, it kind of just seems like the same stuff's being used. You could definitely tell big rig, you could tell unstoppable force, you could tell truculence like has an impact, which was kind of expected. It's not like, you know, it's a big shocker that happens. Because I'll play threes and I'll see those builds that rock them. And I'll use defensive defenseman. I'll use, you know, I won't use truculence. I won't use any of those banned traits because I'm a guy that's never going to use something that I can't use in league. I don't want to get used to using a specific build or class or whatever traits that I cannot use competitively. I'm just not going to do it. So I'll take the build disadvantage every time it happens in pubs, even if it's threes and I'm playing with my other guys. When I was playing that, games went well. I didn't necessarily see something that was being so overly used that it had to be addressed. Maybe it could just be the skill, the talent level of those players versus the competitive players. So I don't, from a competitive standpoint, the direction this game is, like, if you just continue down the path of what is being banned already, like if you get rid of elite edges, that opens up the playbook yet again, I think, to kind of the similar style. Kind of the similar style of last year, right? Where everybody kind of, you know, you didn't have elite edges, you didn't have wheels, right? you kind of open up that again. You kind of force that kind of style like it was last year, while still having, so you know, the NHL 26 gameplay tuners that they are set as. I don't necessarily think that the gameplay tuners are bad, to be honest. Like, there's nothing, like, I do like the changes they made, if you think about it, because the reverse hit is no longer as effective. Remember how last year you didn't even need to have back at you to lay somebody out, based on the animation alone. Yeah, I tried to play it. I couldn't play it. It was like an instant whistle. Unless I, like, pull myself or something. That's like an animation I could do to pull myself out of the cover of the puck. But, let's see. Nice freaking play. Nice cut. Yeah, from a, so yeah, the changes from 25 to 26, I think, were fine. Like, what was another thing that was freaking OD? I forget what it was, bro, but it was like, oh, it was like the freaking shove animation to get back or something. I don't even know if that was really that crazy, but I'm trying to think how the game was played last year and how it's different this year. I do like the changes. I like, first impressions, the gameplay felt smoother than last year, right? And the changes that were made, I think, other than, you know, you kind of have to have now Unstoppable to be able to do the same effect of how the reverse hit was last year. So, like, again, that's a good positive change. I don't necessarily have an issue with the traits added or changed, whatever it was this year, right? The overhaul to that. And also the changes that they made with the bigger builds now having that extra speed. I think these are all good changes. If you think about it from a, again, if they just did not add wheels, if they did not add elite edges back, and you kind of kept everything else, if you kind of kept all the other additions there, I think you have a pretty decent game. But then you just kind of look at, well, if you're going to get rid of elite edges, if you're going to get rid of wheels, then you got to get rid of truculence. You got to get rid of big rig. It's like, then you kind of look down the path of all the other OP traits that you can't use competitively. And it's like, well, then you might as well just have wheels and elite edges in them. Because they have truculence. They have big rig. I got to have something to have, you know, a speed boost or something, right? To get around. To possibly avoid that shit. Or to possibly backcheck. You could also use it from a defensive standpoint. I mean, it is what it is. To be honest, from a gameplay standpoint, this year is better than last year. I think. That might be a hot take. I don't know if you guys agree with that. From a content standpoint, this year is no different than last year. From Chell. From Hut, couldn't tell you if it's good or bad. That's up to them. Obviously, they made changes to Hut. They didn't make any changes to Chell. Other than the build system and the traits and all that, right? That they changed. Other than that, it's the exact same game that I'm playing. And the gameplay is obviously different from last year, but not by much. So I can't really tell you, like, it's a bad game this year, you know? And again, from a defensive standpoint, some of the issues that people are having in the beginning, I just simply still, to this day, do not see the same issues that they have. To me, it's like, I just look at it as a fucking skill issue. If you can't defend this game, it's a skill issue. I don't know what else to tell you. Oh, they made the stick check, or they made the stick lift. It's like, you know, they like nerfed the stick lift. You can't poke check. I'm poke checking fucking fine. I've been poke checking fine since day one of 26. I still have yet to see the issues that people have, but I think they actually addressed some of the poke checks. I think they actually did change it, although I never had an issue with poke checking. I don't know what to tell you guys. The changes that the issues that people had with poke checking in the beginning, I just still now to this day I still don't see the problems, but I think they actually did patch it, so they made it even easier. But I still don't have an issue with it. I don't really see where people are coming from in that fucking area. But other than that, I think people are like, well, the stick lifts are not as good as they were. Okay. I don't really see an issue with that either. Like, the game is going to be offensive, especially when you make changes to the traits like that. But, I mean, you have the OP traits to use, right? You got Truculence in a more OP form than it was last year, previous years. Now, from a competitive standpoint, you got to rely more on your skill set, right? The poke check and the awareness of your player, right? To properly position your player. I'm not seeing the same issues that people have defensively. I just simply don't. As far as like the LT stuff that people are like abusing, that's a skill aspect of the game that you can still defend against. It's always that weird aspect of the game, though, where it's like the beginning of whatever changes they make that may be huge is never properly set. It takes a couple patches to be able to iron out some of the issues that sort of come through. Like, if you look at Answer 24, the amount of changes they made. Nice play. If you take a look at Answer 24, the amount of changes they made, it was so OD in the beginning. Like, the pressure system was like, you could take 2 shots and it filled up. I don't even know what else was fucking crazily different. I mean, the body checking was different. All that kind of stuff you had to get used to. The one-touch passes. Like, everything was kind of set OD. And then it seemed like after several patches, the game became playable and became fun in some aspect, right? To me, the gameplay, when you look at recent years, with the changes that was made from the new devs that came in, right? What the fuck is this guy doing? You guys are taking 5 shots. What are you hooking me for? That's like defense in front of you. It kind of seems like you guys don't know how to set up anything offensively. Like, nothing that I'm doing. I only made 5 saves, while we have 5 goals. What the hell is he hooking me for? I mean, this may be another hot take, but I think when you look at from 24, 25, and 26 specific, this is the best gameplay we've had. I don't know if you guys agree with that. To me. Like, I generally think the gameplay is better this year than in previous years. Despite all the issues that sort of come up from a pub scene. Because, you know, to me, I've only really had, I mean, you can't really say that. I mean, I have played pubs, so, like, I know what that side of the game, what that side of the community is like compared to the competitive side. When I look at the competitive side, I can say firmly that Answer 26 is better than any of the previous years. I think recently, I'm saying. Because you can actually give the argument that Answer 23 was actually the last, like, really good game, if you think about it. And then actually, if you go back further, 2021, probably my favorite show. Talk about... Because I entered online in NHL 19. And then I played the full year of NHL 20. Damn! What the hell is he on me for? Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way. The fuck? I'm about to go in. I can't cross-check anybody. I think NHL 25 was better. If I could ask, what don't you like about 26 that was better in 25? The thing that I take away strongly from 25 is some of the... I mean, hell, I could go back to the video I made, and I could detail the shit that was bad. I think that's what I made, right? I did a freaking NHL 25 review of the gameplay, and I did a World of Show review of Under 25, and I touched on gameplay and I touched on the features. If I go back to that, I think I gave out a list of what I didn't like from it. Let me take a look at it. Wait, where the fuck is it? Oh, it's another empty net. I'm definitely not getting this. Yeah, I took 5 years to get over there. Where is my answer? 5 shell review. Let me see what I said.
When it comes to online gameplay in the NHL franchise, I'd say the community has been pretty split on what they want for a hockey league. Most casual players want more of a simulation-based gameplay with a more realistic look at hockey.
Hey, you guys can barely hear it, but
less of a simulation-based gameplay.
I kind of just want to see like the list of shit that I said. I think I like gameplay features.
The 4 main additions to the game this year in NHL 25 were the vision control.
Vision control, that was an addition. That was good. Empowered AI was fucking nothing. Reactive actions. Actually, I have to say that even the AI. Actually, I can't really say that for certain, to be honest. I think the AI changes were better this year than last year, even though they kind of, that was like their whole thing. Empowered AI. I think that they actually empowered some of the AI better this year, like more proficiently. They actually do things better. Oh yeah, that was this. Oh, it was the skill-based one-timers. I think that was a good nerf, to be honest with you. I gotta say, the things that they nerfed, I kind of want to see what they fucking nerfed from 25 to 26. Now that I'm remembering, it was the hip checks. No, it wasn't the hip checks. Was it the hip checks? It was the reverse hits for one, and then it was the skill-based one-timers. That was another thing. Like, I had the most defenseman goals from the point last year than I had in any previous chell. Like, all the chells combined, I've had the most one-timers from the point last year. All those goals combined, I had the most. When I look at, yeah, 26, then they nerfed it. So then it's like, oh, I can't do that anymore. I can't have 1T at the point because it's not really that effective. It is still kind of effective when you set it up a certain way. It's not something you can firmly rely on. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of feel for when goalies say that it's boring as fuck back here, because it definitely is. Like a 6-0 game with only 6 shots. What the hell happened? How does his own teammate do that? Yeah, it was the vision control, which is better. That was a change from 24 to 25. The reactive actions. I don't even know. Reactive actions, it didn't really seem like they changed much. Skill-based one-timers, reverse hits, OP, speed nerf. But now that speed is back. The residue of 24, that was one of my talking points. The World Show features, build changes. Yeah, like, there's not a gameplay change, really. It's just the tuners. Like, they tuned things down. There's nothing really that's OP other than the speed, the general speed of the players, because we're at 97 now. And then, it was, let's see. Yeah, it was speed, because now we have wheels on as well. And then you add elite edges back. So the gameplay itself is faster than last year, which is, you could say it's a downgrade, but then if you look at the competitive scene, you get rid of wheels. If you even get rid of elite edges, you have yourself pretty much under 25 with the changes to this year. I don't know. I think now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, I don't really have. I mean, what are some of the complaints for 26? I mean, goalies probably worse, I'd say, but I can't really say for certain. Faster, but without wheels and edges, is slightly slower. Well, yeah, because they increased the speed of the base, like for the speed overall of the game, right? It's just faster simply because we can reach 97 speed, 96, 97, which I think was before was like the max was 95. So a few points higher. If you get rid of those traits, you're slower, but obviously we're that much faster because of, wheels and elite edges. But again, in the competitive scene, you get rid of wheels. If you do so again with elite edges, now you have pretty much 25, which is the changes this year for 26. And such a threes, which I play a lot, I feel that there was better scoring chances instead of this year. It feels like breakaways are just too easy. Like, breakaways are too easy to get. I would say from a defensive standpoint, it was very difficult to adjust to that kind of quickly developing thing. Like, it would be very quick for a team to get a breakaway based off a turnover, which is still on the defense, I think. You think I have some good traits in my player? Yeah, you have exactly what I run. But I'm also following what everybody else is doing too. So that scoring on them is almost automatic against an AI. See, when I played, there would still be times where, I mean, yeah, for breakaway specific, I think it's easier to score on them. But I think the ability to score on other chances is still kind of the same as in previous years. An AI goalie could be very easily, it could very easily shut you down. I mean, we've had games against AI goalies where we're just peppering the goaltender, but he's making save after save after save, and then one little wrist shot to point somehow goes through the goaltender 5-hole, right? And it's like, well, what the fuck is that? Like, that's not even a scoring chance, but it goes in. And off these weird shots, like the goalies, I could say, probably the one thing that stands out to me the most off like weird low scoring chances. They go in more this year than I think in any other previous year. And then the high scoring chances are not necessarily automatic. They're not like, it's not a guarantee that they're going in. I think they went backwards with the abilities. It's tough to say, really, because like I'm still weird. I'm still like, I don't actually have a true complaint about the trades. Like, you could say, yeah, from like if I were to just specifically play pubs, but like, nah, I mean, I played my fair share of pub games, man. I really don't have, like, I think if it kind of hides it because of how much LG bans the shit, right? So like there's a lot of stuff that kind of goes swept under the rug, never really seen there. If you allowed it all, you might see a bigger complaint because, oh, this guy's just using this, and this, right? I don't really know. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could just continue to play. I don't really know who else is gonna, I doubt people are gonna want to join now, but so yeah, we can get one. I'm not sure if we're gonna play two more. We'll probably just play one more game if you guys are down with that. Because yeah, I've played a lot of games too. Let's see, wait, I gotta scroll up. I missed some of you guys. I missed the third eye. The third eye trait, I think, is combined now with, isn't that combined with tape to tape or something? I thought it was all like combined, like they combine certain traits. Oh yeah, we played this team earlier. Is it a different lineup? The same team, but a different lineup, it looks like. Oh, yeah, maybe they have a few guys switched. I'm not sure. 26 is better than 25, but AI gotten 1% better with that Ice Cube bullshit. I mean, I can't. The AI better is actually better in Chell. They are better. They actually will turn and attempt to skate. It's still kind of like they are still kind of the same, you know, players, I guess, but they do seem a little bit better. Big Tipper has been nerfed compared to 25. Well, see, Big Tipper, I have no words on Big Tipper because it's banned in LG. So I have no feedback for that. Like, for specific traits that I can't use, I have no feedback for, right? Besides, like, again, your big time, like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, we played this guy. Besides, like, your big time, like, what is it? You know, like your OP traits that are just simply out there, like Truculence is actually buffed this year to compare to last year. Big Rig seems like, you know, you combined a few, it seemed like you combined a few other traits into it or something. I don't know. Go right in? Oh, I wasn't even looking at the gameplay. I was literally looking away and all of a sudden I looked back and it's a breakaway. I didn't even see it. Whoops. One thing I don't like this year has to do with the one-timer nerf. I like that D2D 1Ts aren't as good, but it's coincidentally nerfed them from the dot 2. Yeah, it does seem like 1Ts, even from like prime scoring chances, are a bit nerfed. I still think that they're good enough. Like if you have the elite trait, I think it's simply because we don't have the elite trait for it. Like here's what I don't really know. Nice, good talk. What I don't know is the comparison between what a zone trait, the effect of a zone trait is, to traits that we have now, to like the tiers. Like, is the elite trait this year better than the zone trait last year? And then same with the superstar traits, with the silver traits. What is the comparison between the silver traits and like the blue and the gold this year? Are they the same? Are they like kind of similar, or like what, or is one clearly more OP than the other? Because that would explain potentially one-timers not being as effective this year. If you go from like, if you went from a zone 1T to a blue 1T this year, is it just simply because the zone ability last year was better, or because the fact that they, you know, they fucking they buffed the shit out of the, because they added the skill-based one-timers, the ping-based one-timers, I call it, that they buffed the one-timer effectiveness, right? Because they want it to be seen and done. That now they're like, all right, that's one of the complaints, right? So then they nerfed the 1Ts, but then also, how does the traits go into it? Like, I've seen a guy with an elite 1T blast it like it was like 90-something, you know? Nice fucking defense. Like it was a big time, you know, like it was a very, like it was an Avengkin one-timer. But it's tough to really say how that plays into it. You've got several factors that are actually nerfing the 1T, I think, overall. The fact that we can't use an elite trait, and the fact that you're also, I think, just simply nerfing the 1Ts in general, because of how effective and overused they were last year. Because like that's how that's how they rock. When they add something into the game, they got to crank it up to max to see the effectiveness of it, and then they tune it down from there. And sometimes it takes a whole year to do that. Oh my god, I'm like stuck. Did you guys see that? I just threw right to his blade. I got stuck on the left post. I literally could not move. It's still, though, kind of a big time thing. Like, it was so clear some of the things that were OP last year. There were some things that were, it was just like, all right, the reverse hits, fucking ridiculous. The skill-based one-timers, I could just shoot them at the point very easily and score. You know, it was like those kind of things. Like, it was so glaringly obvious, so glaringly in my face that it was an issue that needed to be nerfed, and it wasn't. I can't say something this year what needs to be nerfed. I can't really tell you. There really isn't anything. Oh fuck. I keep like putting you guys in the worst spots possible. Again, that could be also just part into. Oh, give me that. Flashing the freaking pad stack on him. I'm gonna hold it. I probably could have left it up. Fire it, you know. There I got like hold it, but then the other chances there was like 3 guys in front of me. You gotta watch your skates in a goal, you get stuck like that. But like, why? My fucking left skate is getting hooked on the left post. Cause EA, yeah. But like, so like that, those are things that I don't know. Like, I can't really say how goaltending was this year compared to last year, because, but I mean, I can maybe see some of the issues that are being seen, that they almost made it worse. You know, that is one critique, I would say, from a goaltending perspective. But, I mean, there were still weird-ass goals that happened last year, too. I don't really know if you could say it's a new glaring, like, worst problem. But, I mean, as far as other things, though, I don't really have a critique where it's like something is too OP or something is too nerfed. Like, defense, yeah, you could say, well, I can't poke check or I can't stick lift. My body checking's not doing anything, or that stuff to me doesn't seem like that much of an issue, if one at all. No. I still could not really find the critique in the beginning anyway, when people were largely complaining about it. But if they did something to the tweak, or if they did tweak it, right, through a patch, I think it's set fine now. Which is kind of surprising, because like then it's like, all right, well, what is the issue with the game? Well, they're kind of really, I mean, besides some of the weird ass physics that happened at time, which has still been in the game for many years, there's nothing new. There's nothing new this year that seems to be a huge concern. Like, the change from last year to this year is a big problem. There's nothing in my face, like, but I guess besides goaltenders, you could say. I guess you could say goaltenders, right? But like beyond that, from a skater perspective, whether that's offense or defense, nothing to me is a huge problem. I think I'm rather enjoying the changes that were made. It's kind of shocker to me. Because then it's like, all right, well then what do you want changed then? Well, I mean, rather than like adding new features, rather, you know, or like taking out certain things, I guess. I'm not, you know, a game dev in that perspective. I can only really give you feedback on the gameplay tuners themselves. Like if I did a world of show review now, because I don't think I did it around this time. I think I waited a few more months before doing it. So it's I think somewhere in the summertime. I really don't think the game's gonna be much different now till then, right? So if I were to give a sort of review, I would have to obviously address. Fuck me, man. Why am I moving? I just turned into my freaking goaltender in Cavs, bro. This is what he does. He like dives on breakaways. That was really what he did. Like, that was what I did, but that's exactly what he does. He's not just staying to the middle. Like, he's got experience where I don't. You know what I mean? My bad, didn't expect truck. No, it's good. The first year playing goalies, I couldn't tell you either, but I got stuck on post. Oh, yeah. I think I already read that, but... Yeah, I mean, I don't... If I were to give, like, all right, the changes were the nerf to the skill-based one-timers, the addition, the changes, or obviously the changes. The only critique. What do you want me to do there? I feel like I moved the right way there. I just was a tad bit late again. Which is the ping, if you think about it. Which is a must, because I think we're on Central. Dylan Larkin. You got a goal. Back-to-back games for Team USA. First goal in both those games, actually. I don't know what the fuck's going on. See what we got. That's in. Yeah, I'm not going to move there, right? That's like the best thing to do. kind of like the physics around the net. It's got to be a little bit cleaner. Like, I don't know what they could do from a gameplay perspective to fix the Frostbite engine. You know what I mean? Like, in terms of sticks going through players, I will say one thing that, from a defensive perspective, that is tougher to do this year than last year is poke check from behind. Like, on breakaways, if you're behind the play, like directly behind them, or maybe sometimes anchored to one side, you know, if you're on a breakaway and if you play defense enough, you know exactly what I'm talking about in terms of like timing a poke check perfectly. Where you could stop a guy, like if they pull it to their forehand before shooting, you can catch them from the back check when you're trailing them on a breakaway. I can definitely tell you with certainty this year, the jab, the poke check misses the puck, no matter what angle you come from. It's almost like you have to hold the stick out and aim it yourself, which is, it adds a skill gap, but it is also something that, you know, is a difference. It's something that is tougher to do this year than last. But is that a deal breaker to me? No. I think that just requires more skill then. I keep playing with fire, dude. Like, again, I don't really think that there's a glaring issue with the game right now. Like, when it comes to things that weren't issues last year that were changed this year. There's nothing new that's popping up in my mind. And the things that they have addressed, I think they have addressed. But then anything that they nerfed doesn't seem like a big issue to me. I gotta say. Not a big issue to me. Why do people play better in 3s than 6s? Well, I don't really know. I can't really confirm that's, you know, that kind of question in terms of them playing better. It's based off the team. I mean, there's more ice out there. There's more space to do things, right? So, like, I don't know. More space, less pressure, easier. I mean, you kind of, I mean, yeah. I mean, it is more kind of like solo effort in 3s. I don't know, actually. I don't necessarily agree that it's easier to play 3s than it is 6s. Because I think if you play one or the other, you're going to get used to that style. And you play the opposite. To me, it's easier to play. It's easier, like, if the only comparison I can make is like, all right, if you played 3s, is it easier to adjust to 6s? If you played 6s, is it easier to adjust to 3s? Now, I'm a guy who came from 3s to then 6s. Score. Can't really do much there. I mean, I'm square to the puck. The guy, that's a deflection goal. So someone's got to tie that guy in front. That's not a goalie issue there. I mean, I'm out, kind of. I don't know if I can get a better animation there if I went butterfly sooner. I don't think I can, though. Can I? I mean, I'm a guy, too, right? I'm a guy that's a 3s player that then came over to play 6s. It's a tough adjustment. It's not easy at all. I can't tell you from the opposite view, though, because I'm a guy who is strictly that 3s to 6s player. Somebody who's played 6s that then plays 3s, what kind of adjustment are they making, right? Like, I think you learn, like, team play structure in 6s as opposed to 3s. It's easier to make it's harder to make an adjustment from 3s to 6s, I think, if I look at it from what it is that you actually have to get good at to succeed in 6s when you come over from 3s. These guys are creaming pieing us right now. Holy shit. I'm getting hammered with shots. Actually, they only have 9 shots. What the fuck? Just seems like a freaking high percentage shot every time. It is different. Like, I don't know. If you're playing 3s, you have to kind of be more skilled individually, though, I feel like. less on like you have to be good defensively one-on-one. And then in twos, if you play twos, you kind of have to be even better than threes if you're a twos player. I learned that from the guys I play threes with. They also then play twos. And then I actually play twos with them a couple times, right? Or not a couple times. I actually played with them a few times, right? But like, and I gotta see, like, when the guy was kind of describing the difference between twos and threes, it kind of made sense to me that twos is actually tougher to play than threes because obviously you don't have that extra guy. You have an AI. You can't trust the AI. You have to then play offense and defense both ways, right? Regardless of the role that you're playing. Sixes, there is a lot more support, but there is more of a like system that you have to kind of play around. That is what sucks is the match my room size. I don't know why they got rid of that last year. They still have yet to add that back. First of all, why did they get rid of it to begin with? Couldn't even tell you that. That's been a critique, and it still will then continue this year because obviously they didn't bring it back. It's like it'd be one of those things in the patch notes. It'd be like, we added the match my room size back due to the complaint of the community, or due to a largely complaint from the community. It's like, okay, well, what the fuck? 2v3 is so annoying. We'll see. Like for us, we would just back out if we don't get matched up with twos or threes, whatever it is that we have. We'll just simply back out, which then takes longer, but we're not going to play that. And then we don't have to worry about that in sixes because, if we're playing like a pin or something. Wait, I got goalie interfered. Wait a second. Challenge? I'm calling timeout because that's fucking ridiculous, first of all. Did I not just get interfered with? I held the puck. I didn't even let that out. He hit me. Oh, wait, the puck's already in? No, it's not. That's goalie interference, clear as day. Actually, I didn't have it. So it's like actually that. Even if he didn't hit me, it's the fact that that puck still would have rolled in. But that actually should be goalie interference, I think. Still, though, it's like this kind of shot that goes in. Like, I'm there, but I'm not. Do I have to do something? Do I have to go down butterfly early? I might have to. I'm not sure. The more I play goalie, the more I'll be able to see that. I'm getting tired. My gameplay turned to crap. Yeah, it is kind of getting late. We'll probably call it after this one. Offside. In fact, I still made the save. Being stuck on the left post is crazy. Big third. Team Canada, let's tie it. Well, I'm for sure not Canadian, you know what I mean? So, but I do see what you're saying. They did have some nice comebacks. You just decided not to take a shot, eh? And it's also this, like, what you just saw there is kind of it is kind of an issue. That's, again, it's like stuff that's been in the game that's not addressed. The main issues of 25 to 26, I think, have been ironed out, pretty much patched, like ironed out to a point where it's playable. At the point where it's actually better gameplay wise. But like the same issues that have been in the game for ever since the switch from the whatever engine we had before to then the Frostbite still kind of remains, right? Like, but it's not like super nothing that strikes me as super unplayable. That's like new. And that to me is kind of a step. You could say a step in the right direction. How many times have we used that phrase? Step in the right direction. And it's kind of like some of the other issues that were big complaints are kind of just like things that we kind of get used to. A little, like we're kind of used to just the match my room size, you know, not being there. So it's like, you know, whatever. Look at that goalie, dude. Sensei. I mean, that's like hella penalties, right? That major goalie interference, though. I got to tell you that. Is it a penalty? It's not a penalty? There was not a trip there? Big ass fucking goalie interference. Damn. I absolutely had to play that, though. Guy was literally gonna get the bounce. Why don't goalies play it sometimes? Like, go out to get pucks. Sometimes they don't do that. They just want to, like, not fucking do anything. You know, like, they just want to stay in a crease, and all of a sudden it's like bounce off the backboard for like right to the guy. It's like, okay, well, yeah, he got behind me, but also like it'll be a play like this where I'm like playing defense and I'm like right here and the puck's going like that. It's like, oh, well, the goalie could get that. And he could definitely get that. And he doesn't get it. And then it'll like bounce like a weird way where it's like here, then right to his blade, and he shoots it short side and it's in. And it's like, okay, well, yeah, he got behind me, but like goalie could do something there. You know, he's not doing anything. The amount of times that's happened is like insane. Playing really big here. Okay. I don't know what to do about that one. I slid the fuck over. Maybe I shouldn't slide like that. Maybe that's where the right stick just kind of fails. Because it's like, it's a dramatic save, right? It's also just kind of like, that's another simple shot that was taken. That wasn't even anything crazy. That's like, that was a weak shot that is a save and somehow leaks in again. But again, it's also like the fact that I'm diving over. So it doesn't really help. And I moved off the post again. This guy's having a night. Pull the plug. We don't fucking pull the plug at all. Guy's got big rig on. No, I want to finish this fucking game because I got to see if I can adjust to this. Like, this is the kind of tilt where if a game's not going your way, you got to be able to make some kind of adjustment. I mean, yeah, I believe in ice tilt to have an effect. I do also believe in the willpower to actually fix that. To, like, adjust your style to give you bounces. A lot of guys, it's like the game goes a certain way and it's like, oh, well, this game's lost to ice tilt. It's like, no, it's not. Specifically because we're not making the adjustment to fix it. Oh, they have two Dylan Larkins on the team. That's why it appears as though he's the only guy scoring. They got a college one and they got whatever the other guy was. Been a minute. Oh, I've been a part of some ass whoopings, you know, for this club. Some of the previous live streams. I'm not gonna fucking quit. No, we fucking finish these games out. I think, you know, some of the other teams finish the games out too. So, I mean, first of all, breakaways. Like, you can't say we're getting ice tilted that bad, where there's constant breakaways happening. Or odd man rushes happening. We're clearly not skating with them the way we need to, right? Either we're turning the puck over in spots that we shouldn't be. or whatever. I mean, if they're getting bounces, you got to play, I think, to the bounce. They're not that skilled at the game to be absolutely owning if you know, if that wasn't the case. You know, I was definitely about to play that, but fuck it. Like, if you think about it, we're kind of like, we're not moving the puck. We're kind of just skating up, lining ourselves up to them, right? So they're just kind of playing back and lining it up. I think, was I a skater when we played against this team earlier? I feel like I wasn't I? Or no, wait, I was only a right winger, then I played a goalie the whole rest of the night, right? I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I think that's really what it is. I think it's just we're not making the proper adjustments, and thus creating a lot of the majority of the bounces that they're getting. I mean, you can maybe say some of the shots. It's simply because I think that's actually what's feeding the ice still, is the poor play, right? And I don't know about me, if there's things that I have to do better in the goaltender perspective to be able to make the saves, right? Like, they only have 14 shots, right? So it's not like they're out shooting us. If it really was an ass whooping of 7-2, you would think they'd have double at least of the shots, right? But they don't. And a lot of the play that I had early on, I guess, kind of contributed to that. I mean, ice still is a thing, but it's also kind of what you do in, you know, kind of in between the play a little bit. I don't know. Like, some, you know, you start running up the score, it makes my goalie have less of a chance of making the next save. It makes the defenseman have less of a chance of picking up the loose puck versus the opposing player. It makes the goalie on the opposite team make a save that goes off the post. It makes their next shot most likely going to go in. It makes our shots less effective, at least, you know. It's small things like that. I thought I had that completely covered, to be honest with you. What the fuck did he say? Oh, what? Did he elevate that past my arm? Well, like, that was all me, but I'm not even sure if I would have made that save if he actually got it. I got to see that last goal, though. Well, see, I was talking about threes and the state of EA Sports through about 2/3 of the game. Three quarters of the game, probably. When I actually did start to log in, I mean, the game was already out of reach at that point. Tell me how he got this, though. Wait, what? I mean, I shut it down. It's like my blocker. It's that gap, hey? There's like a tiny ass gap. Wait, what? I couldn't even tell you how he found that, but he found it. How is my blocker up in the air, though? Is he not? Why is my stick not on the ice? I see that it's like that kind of stick physics. you know, where it's like the guy could shoot through me, or my guy has a gap where he's not able to fully put his stick down or his block or his arm down. It's like, okay. But that stuff's not like new stuff, right? That's kind of always been an issue. I don't know. It's all good though. But yeah, GG's. You know, if you guys trying to try out, you played here, you haven't put your information into the Esports Tryouts channel, go ahead and do so. Gamer tag in the position you're trying to try out for. Just follow suit with what everybody else has done. All you gotta do is put your information in there once, and then I'll be able to put you into the position leaderboard channel. If you know, I thought you played at least up to par or whatever. Now kind of go through the guys that played tonight, kind of apply those points sometime tomorrow. I'm not sure when, but you guys will see it then. And then I think I'm gonna try to set up, if we can get the person out next week, set up a 6v6 scrim. You know, set those up again. Kind of do like a little bit of a gauntlet style where you guys can sort of steal each other's points on the leaderboard. The guys that are kind of running up the score. It's gonna be hard to catch them if you're like 4th or 5th or 3rd, whatever. You kind of want to get those extra chances, right? So the only way to really do that is to simply outperform those players that actually, you know, set up a chance to potentially steal those points. So I don't know. We'll see if we like the idea, and kind of go see how if we could properly set it up next week. If not, no big deal. We'll probably do the same thing we did tonight. Kind of continue on that way, and we'll see into next month, possibly April. I'm not sure when we might kind of turn it up to the next stage for some of the guys that have been here for a while now. So, but I do appreciate everybody who played. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I'll catch you guys in the next one.